To another edition of Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium live stream. Yeah, gang, that's right, live stream. Hopefully, you folks got out and found some treasure this past weekend. I did, but in a different kind of way than you might think. Anyway, gang, we can take a look and see who's here. Hey, Coin Intelligence, how are you? Hey, there's Thor's. Thor's the newest victim over there at Mantic Coins, getting addicted over there. K. Watt, how are you? North Jersey Detector, how are you? Mike Mallyman, how are you? The Giant Gary Detectorist. Ben, how are you? There's Liz, how are you? Irish Prospector, how are you? Hunting History, hi. And see who else we got here. Well, we got a full house. Mississippi Bottle Digs, how are you? American Woodland Relics. Oh my goodness, if you folks have not seen the shout out video, I feel so honored. Oh my goodness, that took a lot of work and it was very, very enjoyable. Thank you so much, AWR. Metal Detecting Yorkshire, how are you? Oh my goodness, I tell you, we got the folks from the UK. Yeomangal, how are you? And George, there's George. How are you? And Part-Time Detector Amster, how are you? And I tell you what, gang, thank you all for stopping. Hoosier, how are you, Hoosier? Thanks you all for stopping by. And I tell you what, we've got so much stuff to cover tonight. Some stuff we're going to run right through, and some stuff we'll take our time. And oh boy, we'll get there. Harry K, how are you? And I do believe I saw Johnny U. How are you? And anyone I missed? Oh, hi. And hey, there's Al. How are you, Al? Miss Beth, how are you? And Jersey History Hunters, how are you? And anyway, gang, like I said, welcome to another edition of Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium Livestream. Yeah, gang, Livestream. So anyway, gang, welcome, like I said, to your dose of treasure, history, coins, and pandemonium. It's Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's live stream, as can be seen every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah, gang, welcome again, like one and all, welcome. And anyway, gang, tonight we've got the weekend recap, and not all of it is going to be metal detecting in this one. And we got the news and upcoming, and I tell you what, gang, what a week we've got coming up. In fact, what a next couple of weeks we've got coming up. Oh my goodness, between busy and between shows and metal detect. Oh my goodness, I tell you. And also, too, we've got a treasure story, and this treasure story is actually mixed in with an upcoming event. So, yeah, gang, do check that out. And as always, gang, we've got the viewer appreciation giveaway. Great stuff. Actually, you're kind of looking at one, other side, looking at one there, a Hungarian 2-pence. And there's a front side, 1894. It's roughly as old as I am. And there's that. And along with it is going to be given away, not only that, but also to a Buffalo nickel from 1925, which the date is there, but it's there. It counts, I guess. It's there. Doesn't want to be there, I guess, but it's there. And also, too, gang, with tonight's giveaway, we've got another, yes, gang, that's right, another Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium first aid kit. So if you happen to get bitten by a badger while you're out metal detecting, you will be prepared. So stick it in your backpack, put it in the glove box of your car. But again, if you get bitten by a badger, you are prepared with a Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's first aid kit. So anyway, gang, that is just some stuff to look forward to in your hour of viewing pleasure. And yeah, too, gang, that is right. Tonight, why, yes, Virginia, there will be an afterglow. So after the show, if you want to hang around, chit-chat, and do a little bantering, why, yeah, gang, after the show, there will be an afterglow. All right, real quick, just real quick. I tell you what, you guys want to see what my treasure found today in her change? She got that in her pocket change from going to a store. I forget which store, but that is kind of cool. The Centennial, But anyway, gang, back to business. So anyway, Saturday, before the storms, why, I did manage an hour or so out in the woods before the storms, and did manage this 2-piece military button. And I have yet to clean it up. But I don't even know if I am going to clean it up, because if you can't tell, that is actually quite worse for wear. And I tell you what, I think even if I made the attempt to clean it, it's just going to crumble. Because, yeah, gang, it's barely hanging on. It's a 2-piecer. I might be able to do a little bit with the back, but other than that, yeah, if you can't tell, it's leading stuff now. So, I think that's pretty much as good as it's going to get. But anyway, so like I said, did get a little bit of melody detecting in on Saturday before the deluge, and I tell you what, since metal detecting got cut short because of the weather, I did a little work on the channel. Now, I was undecided whether or not to make the MRE packs of toilet paper, you know, the Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium toilet paper, a thing. You know, I was kind of kicking around, you know, because I wanted to do something, you know, and of course, you know, the toilet paper does kind of stick out in your memory. But anyway, gang, so I wasn't really committed to it. Didn't really know what I was going to do, and I wasn't sure if it was going to become a regular feature on the show or not. So, you know, it's a promotional item, blah blah blah. But now, gang, I do think it will become the case, and not merely for the full effect of craziness. There's a deeper cause behind the toilet paper. It serves our purpose well, as far as being kind of nutty and crazy and etc. But and you know, serves as a great notorious promotional item, but it also serves a great cause other than going potty. So here, gang, bear with me. Let me share my research as far as who manufactures this stuff. All right, here we go. Firm makes toilet paper for soldiers. Now, I have to be careful here because this print, for whatever reason, is printed out extremely small. But here we go. This was written back in September the 10th, 2007, and it was updated August 17th, 2016. With all the sad stories of corrupt contractors supplying our troops in Iraq, here is a cheery one that will warm the cockles of your, well, someplace. By the way, this is the first article I've probably ever read in my life that used the word cockles. Anyway, the Lighthouse for the Blind and Visually Impaired, based in San Francisco, has a workshop in West Oakland, Lighthouse Industries, where a recently activated and mammoth machine spews out 61,000 packets of toilet paper an hour for our servicemen and women. The business also has contracts with the Federal Emergency Management Administration, pitching in when disasters require backups, and commercial enterprises as well. Each of these tiny packets consisting of 3 sheets pleated several times and folded into a brown paper wrapper measuring 1 by 11.5 inches. It's not that big. That must be a reporting error there, because they are not that big. They're probably, what, about 3 or 4 inches? Anyway, and stamped with the Lighthouse logo goes with every service member's ready-to-eat meal, MRE. 1 packet apiece hardly seems adequate for the rigors of battle. Skip Foster, the plant manager, said our fighting men and women want more, and they hoard the packets. The paper is packaged courtesy of Lighthouse Industries' new $800,000 computerized apparatus, an assembly that slices sheets of paper into strips. To get it started, 2 or 3 men, each of them partially or completely visually impaired, hover over the machine and guide the continuous sheet of paper through with their hands. Once the toilet paper is whirling through the machine, a product of S&S Specialty Systems of Wisconsin, the strips are automatically fed into a glass-encased panel. Here, rolling spools extrude the paper until it is folded, refolded, packaged, and spat out into a carton. If the machine belches and mangles the paper for any reason, the blind Tamara Thiessen sorts through the product, distinguishing by feel the acceptable from the faulty. Of the 8 employees, 4 are legally blind and 1 lacks vision in 1 eye. Sighted personnel must always be on hand to supervise or operate other machinery, such as the forklift. I would hope so. Anyway, the visually impaired employees have been trained to handle this process. The new machine replaces one they worked with for 18 years, which lacked the safety features of the current one. The old machine, with all of its projecting angles and exposed moving parts, still stands by the new one. Yet, Foster said, only a couple of work-related injuries occurred in all those years. The new machine significantly increases production. They both run at the same speed, Foster said, but the new machine is more consistent and produces a neater pack. Foster's assistant, Mike Irish, is optimistic that the workshop will now be able to fulfill many more contracts, which will mean more profit for the workshop and more bonuses for the employees. The workshop also provides tissue packets to the prison system in Texas, Irish said. We are sending our tissue packets down to San Angelo, Texas, and they distribute them from there to their correctional facilities, he said. They find their inmates like to use the toilet paper rolls to plug up the toilets. They can't do that very well with our packets. Director of Operations George Clark said the Department of Defense has increased its demand during the two Iraqi engagements, as did FEMA during Hurricanes Katrina and Rita. During the first Iraq War and in the early days of the second, we put on 2 shifts, so there were 15 people on line, Clark said. During Katrina, we had to increase our production to 20 million packets in 2 months. When Rita followed close behind, demand jumped to 42 million packets, Foster said. The workshop has averaged 90 million packets a year for the last 3 years, but the plant manager predicts this year will approach 45 million, since the plant is not anticipating the disasters that boosted earlier production. But it can change on a moment's notice, Foster said. Watching the paper slip through the roller, spools, and widgets, it's not hard to imagine all the bottoms and noses that are going to be wiped clean thanks to a warehouse in West Oakland. So anyway, gang, with that combined with the Lighthouse for the Visually Impaired organization, I know what, gang, got me to thinking. And so, yeah, we went ahead and placed our order for toilet paper from Lighthouse. And we'll also be making a donation to the Lighthouse group. But anyway, gang, it just goes to show you that you can be perfectly crazy, zany, bizarre, and still have a positive impact for those who may be in need. Positive vibes to those at the Lighthouse. Anyway, gang, so that is that. Now, there's actually kind of part 2 to all this story. Just today is when I placed my order, earlier this morning, and I did have to go through a distributor. They would not sell me direct. I'm trying to kind of work around that a little bit because I would rather see them get full profit for it. But anyway, when I dealt with the distributor, I did all my ordering online and didn't really think anything more about it, right? And they sell other stuff too. They sell MREs and survival stuff and all that good jazz. So anyway, placed my order and went about my business. And about a couple hours later, I get this message on the phone. Please call us right away. And so I called them, and they were like, "We just want to confirm this order." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's my order." He says, "Well, we didn't know if it was for real or not because we never had that quantity of." Well, never had anybody order, that toilet paper and in that quantity. So we were just making sure it wasn't a mistake or anything. Like, yeah, that's me. Send it along. So, gang, I don't know if there's anybody out there crazy enough to buy that stuff. But, I guess even the people that sell it kind of had their doubts. Anyway, gang, we'll try and catch up with chat. And, oh my goodness, I tell you, it's flying right by. And I feel cheated as I choke down an MRE right now, and there's no toilet paper. Jordan, you were robbed. I tell you, they should all have the little packs, the highly caffeinated gum and all the crazy stuff you can. I was also reading some people who were actually eating the drink mixes, the powder, just spooning it out, and I don't know. Toilet Talk with Charlie Reiser. Yeah, every Tuesday at 7 o'clock Eastern. Hey, Gypsy, how are you? And Liz says, what do the packs look like? They look like Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's toilet paper. Those are the same packs that we have rebranded. Hey, Cheryl, how are you? Anyway, gang, we are going to move right along here. And hey, down the rabbit hole, how are you? And JC Fishing Channel, how are you? How are you? So anyway, gang, that is that with Lighthouse. And yes, gang, we are committed to Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium toilet paper. And again, not only just helping out the folks there at Lighthouse, why it helps us out. Sunday, we managed to get out. And I tell you what, I've been looking for this Colonial Road for quite some time, and we found it. Completely overgrown, but we have some positive inclinations that some of the sites along it will be fruitful. And once out in the woods on the site, I was going to call into Digging Canucks Coffee with Liz, but unfortunately, no signal. But I'm still battling other options for signal and service and stuff like that, and it just kind of motivates me to tackle it and get it done, you know, make the aerial or whatever I'm working on as far as signal, because it's going to be useful in other projects. But anyway, found the road. And in some places, the corduroy logs are even still in place. In the marshy areas and the marsh water actually has preserved them. The corduroy logs that would crisscross the road are actually all still there. Not all, but in sections are still there. It's kind of neat to look at. I'll probably actually do a little bit of photography with it. And that day, we trekked a total of 4.9 miles. And I tell you what, gang, that was a hot day. And that's with all the gear too. Metal detectors, a bag, and of course the shovel. And anyway, in some spots, we will have to use the machete to clear the way. And I tell you what, I haven't met a guy yet that actually likes briars. I'm sure there's a guy out there, but I haven't never met him. But like I said, I'm sure there's a guy out there that likes briars, and that's not me. But
I like Briar's ice cream.
That's a different spelling. Huh? And yeah, Briar's ice cream. What? Oh my goodness! See, why do we have to torture ourselves like that? But anyway, so probably this upcoming Sunday, we'll be back out in that site again. We're probably going to go early as to try to not be out there in the extreme heat. But I tell you what, excited to get back out there because we've been checking it out also on historic aerials, just kind of looking over the where the old road would have ran, and you can actually see the sites in there. They're almost plain as day. And then again, and more on that next week, and hopefully not the next video. We'll talk more about that in a bit. But it won't be the next video. It will be actually the video after that. You'll start seeing some of that site. And because this upcoming video is going to be something completely different. Wasn't that a Monty Python? Anyway. So, hey, Lincoln, how are you? And now I want ice cream. It's her fault. I was fine without ice cream, and she had to go and say it. And now, yeah, oh boy.
Okay, what just gave everybody ice cream in the chat, so we're good.
You know, we know what this virtual ice cream. It is low-cal. Anyway, gang, you ready for this? Wow. This is American Digger Magazine. Yeah, gang, American Digger Magazine. Now, first and foremost, I want to thank M.A. Lyman 24 for sending me a copy of American Digger Magazine. And people are thunderstruck. Yeah, gang, thunderstruck that Reiser has never held the publication in his hands. And, well, gang, we can no longer say that because, thanks to Mike, we have one here. And I tell you what, something else cool that he sent along with it is he actually sent me a newspaper article that he was in when he did a ring recovery. Oh, my hand's on Mike's face. Anyway, that is kind of cool. So thank you so much, Mike, and we'll give you more accolades in a bit, and also, yeah, more on that too. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, now my very first impression with this publication, just kind of glancing at this periodical, it's on heavy gloss stock, and the colors are vibrant, and the cover photograph pops. And so far, so good. Turning to the first page in, we have an advertisement, one full page ad for Garrett. And on the opposing page, we have Outdoor Outfitters. And next page, page 2, we have the table of contents, articles submitted by the hobbies enthusiasts contributing. And on the opposite page, a continuation of a table of contents of regular monthly features, I should say bi-monthly, and as well as cover photo credits. There is also on this page a very important box. It is the periodical description box, and there's some important information in it. Publisher. Publisher is Butch Holcomb. And yeah, gang, it's all his fault. But anyway, their mission statement: to promote the responsible excavation and collecting of all artifacts related to America. Now, this periodical is published bi-monthly and also lists the prices for subscriptions and also lists their website, www.americandigger.com. Let's see if I have that anywhere on here. I may not. Let's see. And I do not think I do. How about this? We do. Hey, that's too small. That works. Anyway, gang, the next 4 pages is American D-mail, basically mail, email, or comments they receive and deem appropriate for publication. Several recognizable names in the mail section. Also, too, there are a couple of small ad boxes at the bottom. By the way, the home base for American Digger magazine is Ackworth, Georgia. Pages 8 and 9, there's a Q&A with Charles Harris. And page 10, we have a section called Stumped, where readers submit their finds that need assistance in identification. Page 11, there's event news and some highlights of an event with pictures and etc. And page 12, we get to the good stuff. Pages 12 through 25 have finds submitted by the readers. That's right, gang. Your stuff. Porn. Treasure porn. And it was nice to see all the familiar names and whatnot. And see here's an example of the page of everybody's stuff. Boy, look at that. And I tell you, immense droll factor. Pages 26 to 30, viewer submitted articles. White's Electronics ad on page 31. MX Sport, page 31 through 36, another viewer submitted article. On 37, we've got the department store for treasure hunting. We've got an ad for Calico. I know someday I would sure like to visit their physical store someday. I think it's in Winter Springs, Florida. Yeah, gang. And pages 38 to 49, 3 more readers submitted articles. Page 50, full page ad from XP Metal Detectors advertising the Deus WS4. And on 51, basically start with another reader submitted article and continues through page 52 with another. Page 56, authorized dealers. All right, gang. You know, whenever I see something like that, authorized dealers or etc., or who carries this product, that type of thing. You see it in several other different magazines, some coin magazines and whatnot. My eyes get glued to it because I try to see, who's kind of local to me. And the only one New Jersey dealer listed is Gold Digger Metal Detectors in Raritan, New Jersey. Now, I've never been there, but I tell you what, I've got to check them out. And there's also one, let's see, Pennsylvania. We have Whites of Mid-Atlantic in Harrisburg, PA. And there's one in New York, Treasures Unlimited in Belmore, New York. I'm not sure. I don't know if that's in the island or just north of the city. I'm not sure. Anyway, gang, page 57, a full-page ad for Mind Lab. And actually, I never knew that Mind Lab made gold panning accessories. But nevertheless, they had an ad for it. Another submitted article on 58 and 59, and then on page 61 and 62, there's product reviews. And current events on 63, great stuff from relic shows to group hunts. 65, news and views by Mark Schuessler. And on page 68, yes, gang, they even got classifieds and more ads, even an ad from my old standby, Western Eastern Treasure magazine. And then on page 69, Relic Recovers column. That's right, Joycelyn's column there. And page 72, written by the publisher. There's a little column. And finally, an ad from Technetics. An ad on the back cover, and then there's also another ad from Garrett. Over 70 pages of great fun. So, yeah, gang, I know the question that might be lingering on your minds. Will Reiser subscribe? Now, I'm a value type of guy. And I always take into consideration whether or not I'm getting the full value for my money. Now, for the relatively cheap price of $36.95 bi-monthly periodical with contributions from fellow detectorists with quality content and quality materials, I tell you what, gang, I think it is a bargain. And basically, it breaks down to $6.16 per issue. But anyway, I tell you what, I still like printed materials. I still prefer the tangible, the hold, the feel, the smell of books, and you even fondle the pages, you know. But, so I'd rather have the magazine versus, like the Kindle editions or whatnot. But, however, for you digital periodical folks, there is a discount for such an animal of $19.95. That's right, gang. You can get the magazine, a digital copy or subscription for only $19.95. Even a better bargain. So with all that, let me reiterate and reaffirm. Reiser will subscribe. In fact, I tell you what, I would love to try and get Mr. Holcomb, the publisher, on the live stream one night, try and do maybe just a slight little Q&A. I don't like the Q&A format, but maybe we can have a casual conversation, we'll say. And, but we'll try to put out a couple of calls to see if he'd be willing to come on one night. But, anyway, gang, thanks again to Mike Mallyman for trading me magazines and introducing me to this magazine. It was certainly long overdue. And since we're talking about that character, I tell you what, I got to talking to Mike. Actually, I talked to him 2 days in a row now. He sent me something to take a look at. You guys ready? And I think it's a dandy of a deal. And I know some of you guys like to trade stuff on and off and whatnot, and I'm one of them. I like to trade with my fellow detectors and send stuff down and around and whatnot. So we got Mike here, and you've got this guy here. This is Pull Tab Commando, and great channel. If you haven't subscribed, do give it a look at. But anyway, of course you guys know that Mike found that, if you watch this video, that there is a Statue of Liberty slide. I think that is a heck of a find. And basically what is going to happen, Mike is going to trade that with pull tab for a Boy Scouts of America token. Uh-oh. See if we can't get these to pop up here. Boy Scouts of America token. And there you guys can have a look at it there. So anyway, gang, so there is the trade, and I think that is a dandy of a trade. But anyway, congrats to both of them on great finds, and hey, you know what? I just think it's really cool that we have such a camaraderie where we can actually do that and trade with one another, etc. So anyway, gang, that is that. And like I said, if you haven't subscribed over to Mike or to Pull Tab, be sure that you guys do that. Alright, gang, we'll try and catch up with the chat. Hey, Elk Slayer, how are you? And don't tell me how the hunt ends. I have not seen it yet. Uh-oh, okay. Charlie is now just a little... I think it's supposed to mean slit or silt. Well, I could be silt. I like... Yeah, no. Uh-oh. Feed froze up. No! Hopefully we're back to normal now. Probably had too many windows open there. And, less talking, more beer getting walking, George. Oh, my goodness. All right. Beer all around. And, where in Harrisburg? The White Shop. I tell you what, Drum, I can probably pull that back out of the American Digger magazine. And I tell you what, you send me an email, remind me, and I'll look it up for you. The magazines in the UK suck. Oh no, Metal Tech in Yorkshire. I think I will subscribe. Hey, Lenny, no, how are you? I think I will subscribe also to the magazine. I tell you what, Lenny, like I said, that was the first one I've ever seen, believe it or not, and I'm highly impressed with it. I think it's much more than a magazine. I think it could hold up over the test of time. And I'm a page fondler. I tell you what, Miss Beth, there's nothing like a tangible book, you know. And one thing about when you fall asleep with a magazine, if you're holding it up while you're reading, right, and you fall asleep, if the magazine hits you in the head, it does not hurt. However, if you're using an iPad or a Kindle or whatever, if you fall asleep and you drop it and you hit yourself in the head, it hurts. And also, too, you can't fold the pages of a Kindle or whatnot. You know, you can't, fold the pages over. And I tell you, you'd break your Kindle. Sausage, gravy, and bacon is better. And hey, you know what, gang? Right now I'm researching for 2020 when we are going to the UK. We'll be visiting a couple of people. And I tell you what. So I'm doing a bunch of research. You know, we're probably going to start in Dublin, in Ireland, and work our way over to England. And there's one thing I keep seeing that is actually really kind of bizarre to me. This whole beans for breakfast thing. But I don't know. Anyway, gang, but we'll get by that. We'll try the beans for breakfast. I'm always a good sport and I like to try new things. So anyway, gang, upcoming. I tell you what, we've got some great stuff coming up. By the way, real quick, because I need to get this note off my desk. I tell you what, we received a very, very generous tip, and they wish to remain anonymous, which is my promise. And it was actually about 10 minutes before the show started. So you know who you are. I thank you so much. And yeah, gang, as always, the tips, they go right back to you guys going towards the giveaways and whatnot. And I tell you what, I can't reveal too much. I'll tell you in a little bit, but we're just saying that we'll be using that tip for a purchase more than likely this upcoming weekend. But I'll tell you more about that in a little bit. Anyway, gang, I tell you what, like I said, other stuff. Some great giveaways are approaching. Liz's Digging Canucks. I tell you what, Mally Man and Mantix, after they hit 1,000 subscribers. Mantix, they're giving away a silver brick. Yeah, gang, a silver brick. Well, not really. But I tell you what, practically. And check out those channels for the details. I think Liz is here in chat, Mike's here in chat, and also too, I don't know if the Mantics are here or not. I don't remember seeing them yet. But I tell you what, Mantic coins, do give them a look at. Not only just for the giveaways, it's a great time, I tell you. And also too, gang, upcoming, why we've got, if we can find it, we've got, for you guys who may have not seen the video last night, the chain scent is back on the move right now. Florida Thunder has it. Rob! And I tell you what, gang, I can't wait. You guys, I tell you what, me, I can't wait to see where it goes next. Anyway, gang, we've got coming up the Coin Seminar Weekend. Do not miss it. I tell you what, it grows more exciting with each passing day. Great stuff being added all the time. I tell you what, including a gold coin giveaway. That's right, gang, a gold coin. Gold. Anyway, did I mention the gold coins being given? Yeah, okay. What I'm getting from it so far is that on each live stream, there will be a clue given away on each show. And the viewers have to collect the clues from watching all the live streams. And then the Monday after the weekend, over at Ken Peavy's, the gold coin will be given away. And that doesn't count or include all the giveaways that all the individual channels will be doing. So not only will there be a great weekend of great channels with great content and programming, but I tell you what, also a shot at gold. Absolutely phenomenal. Hats off to Ken for pulling this event together and for allowing a digger in the gates. You know, a guy who likes dirty coins. So don't miss it. I tell you what, gang, clear the calendar. Coin Seminar Weekend, August the 25th and the 26th. I tell you what, be there. And Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium will be there. He'll be on, that is, we'll be on 9 a.m. that Saturday for a little intro to the Coin Seminar Weekend, and also we will have our treasure story and coin collecting story. And yeah, okay, and I tell you what, we're going to be touching on the Titanic. That's right, gang. Coins and currency recovered from the Titanic and stuff, and coins and currency relevant to the Titanic. And it will be a great time. And of course, we will be doing a giveaway during our little time slot. So yeah, I tell you what, do check it out. Our treasure story tonight, yeah, gang, has a bit of upcoming events. That's right. And if you're in the Northeast, why, you may want to check it out. And Northeast of the United States. So, yeah, Ben, you being in the Northeast, that just doesn't do any good. No, I'm kidding. Oh, by the way, Ben, if you're still around, you or Sarah, I don't know if you guys are still around, you have to go back and watch last week's live stream. I did a giant Garrett detector's imitation. And I think it was Liz. Liz says, you know what, you have to go back now and imitate Reiser. And so anyway, Ben, do check it out if you haven't seen it already. And I'm missing the treasure story. I couldn't find it there for a second. No panic. No, okay. We're good. Anyway, gang. All right, so back to tonight's treasure story. And like I said, if you're in the Northeast, you may want to check it out. And this article is actually only limited. And I'll tell you a little bit more what I know about it. And anyway, here we go. Philadelphia. This is from the Associated Press. This is from the Associated Press, but it came from the Atlantic City Press. Is this still called the Atlantic City Press? Years ago it was called the Atlantic City Press, but it may have changed. The Press of Atlantic City now. Anyway, gang, Philadelphia. A rare nickel is going up for auction in Philadelphia, and officials say it could fetch $3 million to $5 million. The Eliasberg 1913 Liberty Head nickel is one of only 5 ever produced. The Stax Bowers Galleries is offering the coin for auction August 15th during the American Numismatic Association's World Fair of Money. Believe it or not, gang, that's tomorrow. August 15th is tomorrow. During the World's Fair of Money. Anyway, the fair will be held at the Pennsylvania Convention Center August 14th through the 18th. The coin is named for financier Louis E. Eliasberg, who bought it in 1948 and amassed one of the greatest coin collections in U.S. history. A collection of vintage U.S. paper money is also up for auction and could fetch up to $900,000. Some bills in the Joel R. Anderson collection include 1880s certificates for $500 and $1,000 in silver. That's like the world's shortest treasure story right there ever. But anyway, gang, that's going to segue us into something else. So anyway, I know what you're thinking. It's in Philadelphia. We know that Reiser's in South Jersey. And anyway, so I suppose you guys are wondering if Reiser is going. And I have to admit, even though it should be on the forefront of the agenda, and kind of need the planets to align themselves just right to afford me the chance to go. But we will see. And I have to admit, the planets have aligned. Yes, I do believe we will be there on Saturday. And I believe it's $8 to get in through Friday. And if I read it correctly, Saturday is, believe it or not, actually free. So if you guys happen to be in that kind of area and feel like going down there, remember, Saturday is free. You just got to get there. And or if you want to go through the week, why, it's $8. But anyway, I write this as if I wasn't sure yet, but I'm sure now. But of course, you guys know I'll be taking along the trusty camera, and kind of we're going to make this a day of it. We're going to have the eldest granddaughter with us, and I tell you what, I'm really going to coin and currency her out because basically I'm going to take her to the World's Fair of Money, and then we got that tip before the show goes, and that's I tell you what, I was kind of thinking about doing this right after going to Philadelphia. I was going to stop in Berlin, New Jersey, and visit that new coin shop. Well, it's new to me. That coin shop, and see if they still got that shrine, and then see if we can't purchase with that tip money another giveaway. So do stay tuned for that. And then, of course, we'll probably take the little stinker down to like Ocean City or whatnot. So it should be a fun day. But anyway, gang, that is that. I tell you what, just be exciting to see all the. Oh boy, I tell you, I cannot wait. But anyway, gang, we've reached that part of the program where we will make Rosie earn her keep, or otherwise known as Let's See Who the Devil She Favors This Week. And I tell you what, cranky old bot she is. You just never know. And I tell you what, just do make sure you get something in the chat so she knows that you guys are around. And before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and catch up with chat a little bit. And Rosie, you salty wench. Hey, there's Amanda. I guess I should come out of lurking then. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Just stay out of the deep end. Don't want nobody to drown. And fossils are cool. We have trilobites on the mountains over here. Mallyman 24, you're on at 8, correct? Tomorrow? I missed something? And hey, Riv, how are you? The 1913 V nickel sold for $3.1 million in I'm laughing because I just had Rivendell's email pop back in my head. I sent him a coin to be graded, and I do believe he's going to pop one on the live stream at some point about that coin, because I wanted his honest opinion as far as what that coin is going to grade like. It's got to be way up there. So it's practically proof. And anyway, gang. Finders Benders, hey, how are you? Awesome. Now we have all of New Jersey covered.
We'll go from north to south covered now.
Oh, anyway, gang. Yeah, do be sure and get something in chat, just so Rosie knows you're there. And you look like you're losing weight, Rosie. And we're going to go ahead and wake Rosie up, and she'll be giving away the... Oh, I can take off that coin seminar thing now. And she'll be giving away the Hungarian 1894 2 pence. And that, along with the 1925, I think it's 1925. Here, we'll put it back underneath there. 1925 Buffalo and 2 gang. Don't forget the handy dandy trusty Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium First Aid Kit. That's right, if in case you ever get bitten by a badger. Where do badgers live? Anyway, wherever they lived and they happen to come out from their house and bite you, you'll be prepared. But anyway, gang, that's what we got for tonight's giveaway. And we're going to shoot on over to Rosie. And I tell you what, give her a chance to look at everybody and whatnot. And okay, there we go. Whew. And so far, it's telling me that we have 28 eligible users. And so do be sure you get something in chat, and so she knows that everybody's there. Because you know how fickle Rosie is. Anyway, gang, here we go. We're going to go ahead and start our countdown and see who Rosie picks on tonight. You ready, gang? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bang. Hey, there you go. Congratulations to Harry K's Adventure. Why, you won tonight's giveaway. So do send me an email with your address, and we'll get that stuff right out to you. Lyman 24 will be on DK's live stream, Adventures of Dirt. And do check that out. Should be a fun time. 8 p.m. That's what the 8 p.m. was. And I tell you what. And you know what? There's another giveaway. DK's having a giveaway. And you guys want to be sure to get in on that. I tell you what. There's giveaways everywhere going on. And I tell you what, he hit some great and well-deserved milestones. I tell you what, DK, he's like the ESPN of metal detecting. Highlights and everything, oh, I tell you. But anyway, we'll probably see you folks over there. And that'll be what? Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. And I tell you what, we're not leaving as of yet. Also, if you folks want to hang around for the afterglow, there will be a 10-minute intermission. So grab a snack, get a drink, check the lotto numbers, and come right back to this spot right here. And also, too, gang, do not forget, we've got Liz Off the Cuff Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we've got Mantic Coins on Saturday at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Great time. I tell you what, if you give it a shot, you'll become addicted to it, and then yet you have me to blame for the rest of your life. So anyway, gang, I tell you what, if you subscribe and you get on there, and I tell you what, they had these games, they're kind of like little gambling games, you know. But anyway, if you guys get on there, and I happen to see that you're new and you need the coins, I'll kick you some coins. So, yeah, do go over and check them out. And then, gang, we got Liz again back on Sunday at 10 a.m. with Coffee with Liz. And then, gang, Ken Peavy, yeah, gang, the Big Show at 9:30 p.m. The Big Show, it's probably the biggest coin giveaway show on the YouTube. Do check him out. Oh, my goodness, a fun time. Trying to think who won this past week. I was actually awake for the whole thing. I was excited. I was note taking, and it's a shame I can't show you guys my notes. I don't have my notes around here from Ken's show because he's crafty. You know, in order to do the giveaway, he might tell you how many dimes are on my desk, and he covers it up, you know, on the screen, and you can't see. And then you're sitting there like, and then you just rattle off a guess. So I tell you what, lately I've been taking a notepad and taking notes as he's going through the show, and I take. That's right, it was SJ. That's right. Congrats to SJ. Thanks, Boogie. And I tell you what, great time that show is, and I tell you, great chat, and you get to see the Marshal there. That's right, the Marshal, Lincoln. He's always in there. But anyway, I'm going to try and catch up with chat real quick. We didn't have much to do in a town of 900 people where I grew up, Amy. Uh-oh.
He went drunk cow tipping.
Drunk cow tipping. And I tell you what, and Ken's giveaway show, the big show the other night. Oh boy, I tell you, there was a nice, a Morgan. Oh my goodness, that Morgan was nice. Charlie, I think Rosie needs a service. She needs something. Yorkshire, I don't know. Me, Wednesday at 6:30. Amy sounds like she's going live stream. And then Mally Man at 8 o'clock over on DK's channel. Check the radar. It's freaking raining again. Drummond Tech. I have friends in the north central part of Pennsylvania, and I was watching videos that they were posting. They got hammered. I mean, they floods and Noah and the ark and the animals and etc. Holy cow! I tell you, a small little creek decided to be one big giant river. And I tell you. There's giant love, adventures, and dirt. I tell you what, it's just like ESPN. Instead of sports, it's metal detecting. Love the highlights. Hey, there's Kane beeping. I think I missed you before. How are you, Kane? Rosie, you're fired. Rosie, we are not on speaking terms now. And yeah, there. Oh yeah, congrats, Harry K. that Harry Count? No, he's dead. Anyway, gang, thanks for watching, and for those who are staying for the afterglow, we'll see you in about 10 minutes. And for those who are signing off, do have a great night and a great week, and we'll see you right back here next week, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and to be now referred to as the Treasure Hour. Now, I don't know, I just made that up. Anyway, gang, we'll see you in a bit. So, yeah, go grab your snacks and everything else, and we'll meet you right back here. Don't have to do nothing. Just hang on. Alright, gang, we are back, and welcome to the Afterglow. Anyway, gang, hopefully you got some beverage, you got more coffee, like we needed, and there's something on my screen, and put some bacon on wow, bacon, oh my goodness. Somebody called 911, disturbances at Charlie's house.
I hit the glass breaking thing.
Oh. Oh, that's not what I want. You get.
That's right. We got a goose or an elf that lives with them that opens and closes our kitchen door.
I should do this on my PC. Can't keep up. Anyway, gang, I tell you what. We want Clad. He's right there. I tried for a beverage, but I fell and had to crawl back to my chair. Well, that's some kind of horrible. I tell you what. Usually I try to keep writing down different things that are going on and different things that people has going on in their channels. I tell you what, this next 2 weeks are some kind of wonderful between all the giveaways and everything like that. Holy cow. Hey, Tim Holmes, how are you? And I tell you, the odds are for you, I tell you. Beautiful coin that Liz has in here to give away. Oh my goodness. And then the Mantics. Oh my goodness. I tell you what. Just look at one of their older shows, and usually at the end or at the beginning, Shay, part of Mantic Coins, he'll actually have on there what the giveaway is. And I tell you what. And then you have so many different channels promoting the Mantic Coins who are doing giveaways for when they reach 1,000 subscribers. I tell you, got a lot of stuff going on, and bacon, and I tell you what, great channel besides. American Woodland Relics, same here, Sandy. I tell you, AWR. I tell you what, I laughed and laughed. I tell you what, kudos to you for putting so much time in. It shows. I tell you, it shows the work that you put into it, because I tell you what, had me cracking up. I am still here, just stuffing my face. Junk food. I hope it's junk food. Amy, what are you eating? Are we glowing yet? We are always radiating there, Riz. And, see, North Jersey Detector wants to know too. What are you eating? Anyway, as far as glowing, we do live in somewhat of a proximity to a nuclear power plant, so we could be glowing. What are you doing, Amy? Making a pillow. Rev, so yes, we will actually be going Saturday to the World's Fair of Money. I don't really know what to expect, to be honest with you. But I'm kind of curious to see if they have things on display. One of the articles I did read about, bear with me one second. One of the articles I did see about the World's Fair of Money say that they had different speakers, and they were going to have vendors and etc. But I've never been to one, and so it was kind of going to be a new experience. And you know what? Saturday free. Why, you can't beat the price. It's just going to cost me to drive in there and probably pay to park. But other than that, why, it should be good. American Woodland Relics, somebody says, I laughed trying to make it. Plenty of takes on the floor. I tell you what, I enjoyed it thoroughly, man. I tell you.
Amy, I'm coming over and eating with you. That sounds so good.
Wait, what? What? Porterhouse steak, broccoli, and tomato, and mozzarella cheese salad. Holy cow. Hey, SJ, how are you? And, sorry, gang, can't keep my eyes open anymore. Thanks for another great live stream. Well, thank you so much, Hunting History, and do take care, and we'll catch you around on the tube. I am jealous. They have a lot of great things on display. I hope so. Like I said, that'll be my first. I'll be filming if they allow it. They should allow it. And so you guys will probably see that video next week. At least that's the plan on it. And hopefully, I'm hoping.
Drum asks, how far inland are we?
How far I can walk to the bay from here, and not get tired. I tell you what, we're probably in some parts probably less than a half a mile away from the bay. It all depends on which part of the bay you want. Why, in some areas it's actually further, in some areas it's actually closer. It's just like we're on a high spot inland. That's really hard to say or think about. Water in a storm, like a hurricane, is a concern. Well, how about that? That's how close we are. It's a concern. It's not panic mode, but it is a concern. It's not beachfront either. Of course, everything in South Jersey is relatively flat, so it doesn't take too much of a storm surge to get inland. Hey, Hidden, how are you? And if you go on the ANA website, I think you can get a coupon for reduced admission to the fair. I will still check that out, but I think Saturday's free. And if that's not the case, I'm a coupon type of guy. I will go in there and get it. Hey, what? I'm hungry now. Wait, what? I had pecan banana bread. Oh my goodness. This, Amanda. Wait a minute. What? This, Amanda. I missed it. Is Amanda still here? She popped in, I know. She's a lurker.
She might still be here. She was here long enough for the giveaway.
All right. Shh, SJ. Wait, people were shushing people earlier. I forget what. Anyway, oh, no, wait, was it Amy? I think Amy was shushing people. Thanks, Amanda. She made it. Oh, that's right. That was part of the shout out. That's right. See, I'm an old guy. I forget. Hoosier, I went back to the Target that pegged on 99 in every direction. I dug down 18 inches before I found a piece of aluminum beam. I left it there. I tell you, it had to be disappointing. Don't slap my hand. Uh-oh, somebody found something. I have to go back. Hidden. Riverdale Coins picked up a half-cent variety today. I got a half-cent sitting on my desk, if you guys want to see it. We'll see if we can't change screens real quick. Oh, it might not be here no more.
The thing earlier from Amy, where
right?
She was telling him to be quiet because your music was playing.
Oh, I don't have it here no more. I tell you what, if you guys want to see something else, we'll pop on over here. And I did get my copper rounds for the Titanic show, for the coin seminar coming up. And wow, does that look big? And
It's not nice, Amanda.
gosh, oh, I tell you guys, I tell you. But anyway, so yeah, I got it I got the Titanic copper rounds to go along with the segment, the coin seminar segment, and I'll be giving away 2 of those in that morning. So it kind of goes along with the subject matter, and I think they're neat. And of course, you know, Mrs. Reiser, she stole one.
I didn't steal you fair and square. Gave it to me.
This kind of weird if you think about it. What's it say? The copper, .999 fine, USA. It's got the eagle with the shield. But yet it was the RMS Titanic. But anyway, I think it's kind of neat. But yeah, those will be given away on the 25th. And I tell you what, I am excited, not just for, doing what, oh, wrong one. Not just for doing what we'll be doing, but doing, now I've lost the screen. There we are. Not just doing our segment. I tell you what, the stuff that's lined up, I'm excited about. I will miss Saturday, Yorkshire says. Sad violin in the background. That's okay. Go back and watch the replay. And did you guys see the bar that Russian dug up of aluminum? No, but I would like to see it. Stop! I'm getting sick. Oh, sorry, SJ.
SJ says she sees little Rosie. Yes, you do. She's back there.
Yeah, she's right behind my shoulder there. I tell you, I cannot wait. Other stuff that went on to we got going on. I did finally order my microphone, my portable microphone for when we go out and about. I'm excited about that. And also, too, I bought a stabilizer for the cell phone, so it's not shaky cam. It doesn't look like I have Parkinson's or something. And so we're getting geared up. I don't have a specific date yet in mind when we're going to shoot to try it again. But when we do, it's going to be one locale. We're not going to try the walking tour thing. Maybe that'll be down the road a little bit. But for now, it's going to be one stationary spot. And but we've got different stuff. I also want to get another camera, too, so we can actually go over to the relic table and have all of this run. And you guys can see what's going on at the relic table. So I haven't actually given up the idea of cleaning things on the live stream. Just we're going to do it a much better way. Gimme mine. And someone text me. I did. Uh-oh. So anyway, researching for coming overseas in 2020, and of course you guys know I researched the dickens out of everything, and 12-hour flight. Now I asked the world's stupidest question of because I was taking in the time zones into consideration, and why I was trying to figure out, would it be faster to fly over or faster to fly back? But actually, is it faster either way because it's still 12 hours. But I didn't know which impact would be worse, going over or coming back. And York, you know something? I had a couple of days in there where I didn't have anything planned. I ain't got an itinerary, almost all planned out. And yeah, I go a little nuts. But there was a couple of days I didn't have planned, and I was kind of eyeing up that ferry that goes from Hull over to, well, not to Amsterdam, but on the outskirts of Amsterdam. That's one expensive ferry. But also, too, I got my conversion chart for pounds into American dollars and all that good stuff. And I tell you what, the more I start reading about everything and the history, the more excited I get. After Ireland, after we leave Dublin, and cause somebody wants to see the Leap Castle. It's not Leap. It's spelled Leap, but it's Leap. Leap Castle over in Ireland. So since the plane's landing in Dublin anyway, might as well go see it. And I'll give driving a shot. Kind of timid about that. About driving. Hull. That's where all the ferries are, right? Yorkshire? And I'm kind of timid about the whole driving aspect over in the UK, but we're gonna give it a shot. At least in Ireland. Hopefully the traffic won't be so bad where I won't panic or anything, or run anybody over. And so anyway, so left Castle, etc. And then the idea is to travel by ferry from Rosslare over to Southampton, I believe, and from there take a trains to Hastings. We'll be in Hastings for about a week, and ferries and Hull. What are you suggesting? No, not that kind of ferries, Rip. And I tell you what, some of their ferries is like they got like these hotel rooms on the ferries, which are kind of neat. So you can travel at night and sleep. That's kind of cool in a way. Risers live in New Jersey. They are familiar with roundabouts.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Middle daughter finally accomplished one last week.
I tell you. They're slowly disappearing, though. In South Jersey, we still have the Pole Tavern Circle on one of the most busiest roadways on the planet. And they still have the darn, we call them circles over here. But roundabout, same thing. And I tell you what, I just never understood it. It's like, get rid of that thing. It was okay when there was about 4 cars on the planet, but now when you have the plethora of cars, it's just no good. Metal detecting the 1066 battlefield at Hastings. I wish, Riv. Oh, it was that William the Conqueror, right? I wish, and let me tell you what, I've made a list of books already lined up that I want to make sure I have read before I go. And one thing I still have to research is whether or not you can metal detect the beaches there by Hastings. But I tell you what, the more I keep getting into this, the more I get really excited about it. I may change Bill the Bastard versus King Harold. Are you being for real or are you joking? I may change a little bit. We were thinking May of 2020, but I'm starting to think it's going to be in the fall. And actually, York, I'm in keeping track of your weather now, just to kind of see what the parallels are like. And you guys are much cooler than us. Indiana has a bad habit of putting roundabouts in places where there is not a lot of traffic. What a waste of money. I think they're all a waste of money. Harry, email Charlie. Yes, do that. Because, yeah, I got stuff to send you.
Yeah, Finder. Jersey is just, yeah.
Finder, they limited the Route 70 circle. If you're anywhere near that. Wow, that's right. Finder is a New Jersey guy, right? All right. Oh, there's Harry there. Some of the roundabouts don't make sense, especially the one down in Flemington, New Jersey. Let me tell you what. Oh, Flemington, that brings back some memories. They used to have a dirt racetrack there years ago. I think there's a Walmart there or some sort of parking lot.
They had a BMX track there too.
My work colleague's brother is a captain on one of them ferries. Neat, Yorkshire. I tell you what. I'm trying to remember the companies. I don't remember off the top of my head, but there's 2 of them. The ferry from Hull to over towards Amsterdam was I don't know. I think that'd be too much. I think we'd be pushing it a little bit. Though it would be neat to see Amsterdam and whatnot. But I think probably best if we stayed on your island and kind of leave that for another time. Ouch. Harry Case had to step out. My daughter with her contacts got stuck in her eye. That's a horrible thing. Burlington County area. Wonderful finder binders. Oh my goodness, you are in a wonderful area for treasure. Wow. That's like a double-edged sword, though, because a lot of that is built up. But at the same time, I tell you what, Riverside, along the river, low tide. Oh my goodness, you probably wouldn't be able to get me away from that river. Hey, Dipper Dudes, how are you? And all you like magnet fishing, Reiser Treasure Hunting Emporium? That is a yes.
Prison bit $5, Amy. What are you talking about?
Let's see. Go to McDermott Castle in Low Key, Ireland. That's my castle. Prison bit $5. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
She's got me confused.
Yeah, different dudes. Yeah, I tell you what, you are a recent. I think I subscribed to you about last week or so, and let's see, Yorkshire. You can detect most beaches that is owned by the Crown Estate, but you need a license. Wait, went too fast. A license, £8 a year, but you get. Would that be £10 million public liability insurance included? Is that right? £10 million? Holy cow! Yorkshire, how hard is it to get one of those? Is that something I got to do far in advance, or can I just show up one day and say, "Hey, I need a license"? CT is putting more roundabouts in the southeastern part of the state. Oh my goodness, Connecticut, that is. I'm a McDermott, and it's rumored that it's part of my family from wow, that's neat, North Jersey. Why would you need liability insurance to detect on a beach? That's actually a good question. Apply online, lasts for a year, and yes, £10 million. Wonder what that entails. York, if you happen to see Rivendell's question, that'd kind of be neat. I think some of the treasure laws for England are kind of neat. Reiser, get my pick of half. If you're talking about your pick of your Franklin, absolutely I did. And many congrats to you, Mike. I tell you, that is pretty. And I gotta change my chat over here because I think I'm not seeing all of them. There you go. We'll try that. And oh, I forgot to do the reverse mail call. SJ, I got an envelope going out to you, and I also got a package going out to Mantic Coins, Shay and Adriana. And I think I got something else going out too. I don't remember off the top of my head. I should have wrote all that down. When you come to Hull, I'll make you a full English breakfast with beans. What's with this bean thing for breakfast? I don't know. It gives you... No, never mind. Well, watch it. We'll be back on toilet paper before you know it. Insurance is if you dig on a permission and say you go through a pipe or a cow gets out and gets run over, etc. The insurance will cover you. Okay. I guess it's always good to be prepared. I think some people dig big holes and just walk away. I tell you what, Tim, I see that every now and again, and it annoys the... Oh my goodness. We actually can get permits for one of the state parks, believe it or not. Why? I don't know. You would think that this one state park you were not allowed to get permits from because there's actually some actual history on it. But this one state park you can actually get a permit for. And I tell you what, my biggest fear is that they are going to yank that permit process because you have people going in there without permits and not filling in their holes. And oh my goodness, one site me and MC actually took probably half an hour doing nothing but filling in other people's holes. Just because, we just would not want the ranger to roll up on us and say, hey, you guys got to fill in. It's like, and then you're going to try and explain it's not us. And instead of going through all that, we took a half an hour and filled in this other joker's holes. And then we detected it. And then after we detected it, we found everything that joker missed. So, it was karma on him. Yeah, absolutely, Dirt Monkey. You can get a permit for state parks. Usually you can dig just in the sand. Not all state parks there, North Jersey. We actually have one down here in the southern region that does not specifically... Actually, it's just the opposite. You would think that would be the only place that you would be allowed to dig, would be on like the little beach area or etc. It's actually just the opposite for this one. They don't want you digging on the beach, but hey, everywhere else, you're fine. Full English breakfast. Sausage, bacon, egg, tomato, fried bread, mushroom. Oh my goodness, we're talking about food again. And I tell you what, York, when we come over, you know darn well we're going to be metal detecting at some point. And I'd be happy just on the beach. Lake Ansion, for example. Yeah, don't. Oh boy, yeah, they'll go off their nut if you metal detect in the woods around there. A lot of history right there. Down by me, you can detect state parks as long as you have a permit and only on the man-made beaches, Dirt Monkey says. And in Pennsylvania, in their state game lands, you are still permitted to metal detect, but you can only dig, believe it or not, with a screwdriver. That's probably the silliest thing I've ever read in my life, but nevertheless, because I don't think the screwdriver people, that guy who had that idea, okay, you can metal detect, you only use a screwdriver, I don't think he's ever been like west of Philadelphia. Gets a bit rocky. They groom the beach every morning at High Point State Park. I used to work there. Right, I have to go now. Have a good night, York. Cointelligence. I'm almost at 900 subs. Hey, congrats, Coin T. I tell you, you'll be there before you know it. Night Metal Detecting Yorkshire. I'll be on tomorrow at 6:30. I will send you a link. That's from Amy. And I'll use a screwdriver if I can dig there. You know, North Jersey, some people actually will modify screwdrivers. I saw one guy who had flattened out a screwdriver, so it was almost almost an inch wide, and it was like a mini shovel, and it was kind of neat. I called my state parks office and got a list of 15 you cannot detect at. Well, all others you can. Call your state and get a list. Later, everyone got to go. Great stream as always. Thanks, Cheryl. Have a great night, Miss Cheryl. We'll catch you around on the tube. Oh, wait a minute here. My girl does herping for animals. Should that be sherping? And helps out New Jersey Conservation. I'm currently working with the state in efforts to rescue and donate to museums. Oh, wonderful, Finder Binder. Amy, by any chance, are you anywhere near Kelly Co? I need to call the state and see if I can detect the only beach 100 miles from me. You know what, Hoosier? If we keep having this global warming thing, why, you know what? That beachfront property just may come closer to you. Dirt Monkey, I use a gasket scraper that has a screwdriver handle and is about an inch and a half thick with a cutting. What a great idea, Dirt Monkey. I've been doing some yard work. What I missed? Hey, Rust Belt Rescue, how are you? I don't know. I don't know. I know someone sent me a message and asked if I would send them one. SJ, I'm back. Hey, all right, you're back. A couple of hours. I will. When we finally get to Florida, we're going to make a special trip over to see Kelly Co. It's like the Walmart of treasure hunting. All right, AWR, have a good night, and thanks for stopping by. I have more beaches than I could ever search here in Minnesota. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're in the land of 1,000 lakes, aren't you? I just got notification I won a junk drawer lot on eBay. That sounds interesting. Link to Google Hangout tomorrow at Reiser, Treasure Hunting Emporium. Link to Google Hangout. Does that mean you emailed me? Uh-oh. Does that mean we're going to have like 1,000 people talking at the same time again? Uh-oh. For what I remember, it was a lot of stuff. Coins, stamps, etc. That was always something I could never... Sometimes with the box slots, I get stamps. I never really know what to do with those. I don't even think I knew anybody or know anybody in the stamp type community. SJ, do you do stamps too? $10 max. Yes, you. Uh-oh. I guess I'm getting singled out. That means I can't walk around the house naked tomorrow night. I'll have to check with the missus. I used to buy them all the time, take out what I want, resell the rest, and make money. I have a video of it. Really? Stamps? Oh, wow. Now I'm intrigued. I should send you the stamps I just got laying around because they're absolutely doing no good to me being in the box, and that scares me. Because they've only been in there for probably a decade. So they're probably all... Yeah. Charlie, before I go, you Wasn't National Council for Metal Detecting on Google? All info on there. Gotcha! And we will write that down. National Council for Metal Detecting. Hey, Blockhead, how are you? Steam will take them apart. Oh, well, there you go. SJ says it's one of the first videos I made, so it's kind of funny, too. I was shy. Yep, shy. I cannot imagine that. No, can't imagine. That's got to be some other lady. But I will do. I got to watch it now. There's Amanda. That lurker.
Every now and then she pops in and says something.
Charlie, I meant to tell you to check into Upland Brush Pants. They have material on the legs that briars don't stick to, and I used to have coveralls for hunting that had, and they worked great. We'll most definitely check them out, Hoosier. I think the worst thing that happened Sunday was chiggers. Yes, that's right, chiggers. I think I'm just going to have to break down and buy permethrin, or something like that. You spray onto your clothes, and it's supposed to keep chiggers away. And what's horrible? Well, there's two parts to this. MC can't see close up, and I can see close up, can't see far away. And so I can actually see the chiggers once they get my pant legs, and once you see them on your pant legs, they're everywhere else. And I tell you, chiggers are no fun. It's a whole lot of itching for days on end, and if you get them bad enough, it could be sleepless nights. So I think I'm done playing around with chiggers. I got to do something about it. Really proactive. Start tucking in socks, multiple socks, and because once they're on you, they're on you. And I tell you, please be careful. Permethrin is dangerous to cats, so just make sure you dry your clothes after you soak them. Okay. I'm sorry, what, babe?
Different dudes have a question. What detector would you recommend for a beginner?
What detector would you recommend for a bigger? Well, I tell you what, Dipper Dudes. The first one that popped into my mind when I saw that question, I have to ask one question in return, though. Will you be doing mainly relics, beach, or woods? Use a lint roller. Yeah, absolutely. I actually did a little video on that. It was one of my first videos. That doesn't work all the time, because once they get under your clothes, they're on you. Dirt Monkey says the Garrett Ace 350. He's close. My brain, Woods and Beach. My brain was saying the 400 and the Garrett Ace 400. My brother has the Ace 400. He's a beginner, and I think he does miracles with it. Now, that's just an opinion. I watch other people's channels, and let me tell you this. They have just as much fun, if not more, with lower models of machines. So I tell you what, it depends on you. If you can have just as much fun with a lower model machine, or that's just my opinion. I'd start with the 400. Ace 400 with Nell Thunder Coil. Dirt Monkey likes to have a sore arm at the end of the day. I don't know if I'm going to read that one. I just look cool stuff. I'll show it tonight. All right. Part-time detector. A bottle of wine and a candle make a sexy combo for tick checking. Alright, so I read it after all. Any machine, just get out there. Absolutely, Mike. That's always good.
Yeah.
We have around £1,000 budget and hoping to get the best price. So Garrett Ace 400, £1,000. Wow, that's a big budget for a machine. Wait a minute, I'm trying to do the math in my head real quick. £1,000. So what would that be? That'd be what, $1,400 US? 1,300. Well, you know what, too? If you are going to have that kind of budget, get yourself a decent pinpointer and absolutely, Hoosier. You know what? I'd still go treasure hunting if you gave me a stick. Give me a walking stick, and I'll still walk those fields looking for ceramics and whatever I can find, or Indian artifacts or whatnot. I tell you, it's all out there. Just gotta get out there and look for it. Finders Binders. We bought an aftermarket coil for our AT Max and a Nailstorm coil. I'm going to be the unpopular guy of the chat for a second. I have tried the aftermarket coils, and there's a couple of things. If you guys were paying attention earlier, I hike about, we'll just say, several miles each time we go and do metal detecting. And I tell you what, that coil after a while does get heavy for an old guy. Hey, Reiser, it's Gant from work. I figured it out, signed up, and subscribed. Hey, all right. Thank you, Mr. Gant. It's much appreciated. And welcome. This is actually the afterglow for the live stream. This is where we chit, chat, banter, and this is also where Reiser pays more attention to the chat. And anyway, if you saw any of the live streams, this is like I said, this is more of the cool down period. This is where we just kind of chit chat what's going on and discuss whatever comes into mind. Sorry, K. What? Fat Finger keeps hitting the caps lock. Mike's always yelling. Who always yells too? Wait, Lemonhead. Lemonhead always yells too. I need a Garrett carrot. I think that Garrett carrot. I don't know. You know what? The old black ones, the pinpointer AT before they became the or is that the name of the carrot? Shucks, the black one that Garrett had before the orange one. That was a simple but good quality pinpointer. So either way, either going with the Garrett carrot, which is waterproof, and Garrett Z-Link system is awesome. You got that right, Dirt Monkey. No more getting tangled up in briars with a headphone wire. Check out Wildcat Creek Survival. He uses a cheap Harbor Freight. I tell you what, it's just a matter of getting out there. LOL, Mike, at least you're not putting me in time out. I know, that bad old CT relic. Oh my goodness. I love to listen to RTHE replays at work with but you miss all the pictures. It's like a radio show. Well, thanks, Hoogie. I tell you. And you had the Ponderosa there behind you. I thought that was neat. I'm curious, anybody comment about that? Was that like one of your favorite TV shows growing up or something? Scares me when Charlie gets suddenly loud. Hoogie, that's actually an old vaudeville tactic back in the day. The old vaudevillians who were on stage would change and alternate the pitch and the volume of their speaking voices, and they would to keep people awake in the theater. And also, too, they had to project their voices to get to the people in the back of the theater. Here we go, Hoosier. I'm hoping to upgrade to AT series only so I can do some water hunting. I live near one of the largest non-navigable navigatable rivers in the U.S. There has to be a ton of old swimming holes on it. Absolutely. I miss my AT Pro. Oh, SJ, I tell you. Part time detector. He always gets loud. We studied in vaudeville together.
Yeah, try sleeping and having Charlie get loud.
I have no idea what she, I have no idea what she does. I keep turning my volume up and down when Reiser is on. I'm still trying to get the volume for the overplays, the mini movies that you may see on the live stream. I keep adjusting the volume down, but I have no idea actually what it sounds like while I'm doing the live stream. So is the music at the beginning, the theme song, is that super loud or is that like at a reasonable volume?
No, he just gets really loud when he walks in the bedroom and I'm trying to take a nap, Amy.
I don't miss my AT Pro. I have the AT Max now. I'm going to say, But getting back to those big coils, I don't favor them. They're heavy. They hurt my arm after a while. Do I think they give you they give you a bigger search radius? Okay, I'm going to have to give you a plus on that. As far as depth, I was never ever one to, I don't know. I kind of never was sold on the depth factor. Only because I know if I want to go deeper, I'll wait for it to rain on the site and then go re-hit it. So, have a good night, Binder.
Okay, what says I learned not to use earbuds when Charlie's on.
Mike talked me into getting the AT Max, and the only thing I regret is how deep of holes I have to dig. Yeah, but that's half the fun. I have a big coil still in the box for my Pro. I never got to use it. SJ, oh my goodness. I tell you what. You know what? I got to thinking about this whole UK thing, and I got to thinking about what machine to take and what not. And since it's going to be one of those once-in-a-lifetime type of trips, whether or not I wanted to try a new machine going over there, and I thought that might be the time to try the White's MX Sport. Now, I'm not sold on it yet, and you guys know me by now. It takes a while for me to get in motion on something. So of course I'll be testing one out before any of that happens. It is awesome. The pulse induction system makes it a whole lot better to detect in high mineralized soil. He talks to me the same way he broadcasts. I go around the house going, all right, gang, over to Sandy all the time. No, not really. I go, hey, honey, how are you, gang? No.
No, but he really does come in the bedroom, like when he comes home from work, if I'm laying down, he'll come in and he'll go, hey, honey, and I'll jump, and he thinks it's funny.
Well, you got to keep the old ticker ticking, Mike just cost me a finger one day. Can you discriminate with a pulse induction detector? I hear no. I don't know that for myself because there was a White's machine that was a PI machine that I was considering getting there for a while. And I don't remember where I saw it. It was the White. It was a yellow boxed machine specifically for the beach that White's had there for a while. But it was a PI machine and it was going to go deeper than your normal machine. From the research I was doing on it anyway. Well, you know how it goes. Same thing if I watch Lemonhead Penny, his auctions. I linger, I wait around, and then the coin will be sold, and then I'll have that buyer's remorse for it. Yeah, I should have bought that. And anyway, the machine sold, so now it's not even really a factory anymore, but that is still a machine I have lurking in the back of my mind for a Deep Target Beach Machine. I don't remember what White's machine it was. It had a yellow box. Darn it, I can't remember the name of it. All right, Cointelligence, have a good night.
Have a good night, Cointelligence. CRH, both of the emails you sent me do not have video in them, or pictures, or anything.
Oh, CRH got hollered at. Not better you than me.
He didn't get hollered at.
Say one thing.
He just made a mistake.
CRH. You know that's what I call you. Usually I do the initials and stuff. You know, I responded to your nice comment on the yesterday's video, and for whatever reason, when I see CRH, right, or go to try and type it, I always want to put CCR. You know, Credence Clearwater Revival. That has absolutely nothing to do with you, but it's just sometimes my brain won't process what. Yeah. Anyway, so just remember the bathroom is on the right. I was just reading the other day that he's still alive. John Fogerty's still alive and still playing.
Oh my.
Yeah, he's got to be early 70s, if not better. It's amazing.
That's actually a scary thought.
When growing up, I thought rockers would never get old. And now you got the Stones, who look like they should be in the home, and they're still doing their thing somehow.
Walking corpses.
Yeah, I think they're zombies. I think the Rolling Stones are now zombies.
They're immortal.
Yeah. What, Keith Richards? He's got to be dead. They just prop him up. It's like Weekend at Bernie's. They just kind of got him there, got the guitar, and
used animatronics for his mouth.
Speaking of CCR, I know he's got a lot of stuff going on. I know he's busy moving. Digging 606. Has anybody heard anything from Digging 606? Hopefully he is doing well. And if you're watching this replay, 606, hey, we miss you. And hope to see you soon.
Yes, we do.
Stones make hundreds of millions a year. They will go until they die. No doubt, North Jersey.
That they will.
Yeah. You know, years and years and years ago, I don't know how to admit this. I was at a Stones concert and I was not excited. And because everybody who I want to see in concert have been dead for the past 50 years. But anyway, getting back to that, there's actually a guy in the audience that gives Mick direction as far as what dance moves to do while he's performing on stage. You know, you'd see this guy in the audience, and Mick is looking down on him every now and again. So the guy in the audience, he'd put his hands on his hips, and of course, that triggers Mick to do that little crazy chicken walk that he does. And then some other hand signal goes on from the guy in the audience, and then Mick does the other crazy walk. And I tell you, who knew that stuff was choreographed? I talked to him a little, been a couple weeks. Need to get a hold of him. His 1 month is almost up. That's right. He needs to come back. Come back to the fold. Well, he's so old he can't remember anything. You know what I found the other day, gang? Oh, Riv, you're still here. I haven't done yet, and I'm sorry. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. Well, it's going to be backwards. But here is that document I was telling you about. And supposedly, this is a document from 1619. And, May 1619. And it's something I'm going to need to have translated. And I paid $1 for it way back when, probably about 15 years ago. And I've never really looked into it, and I think it's about high time I actually spent some time with it. And the translating part about this document isn't exactly the tough part, but it's going to be the translation combined with the early handwriting. That's going to be the Duffy. This is how I want Charlie to address us. Hello, Angel. Angel who?
Amy's going to start referring to our subscribers as Charlie's Angels.
Oh, my goodness.
You got to go back and read everything, honey.
Yeah, I'll have to. But anyway, sometimes Reiser has no rhyme or reason of the things that he has filed with many different things. So we got this. So we have this document from Argentina from 1619, and I also, at the same time, I found my old ticket stubs from when I saw Bob Hope, believe it or not, when he was still alive. Oh, that's backwards. Hope for the Yorktown. It was a benefit show he was doing for the USS Yorktown, which is now anchored as a museum there by Charleston, South Carolina. But anyway, also got a picture of Mr. Hope. So why on earth that was filed with a document from Argentina from 1619, I could never tell you, but for whatever reason, BH, Bob Hope, Argentina, that just doesn't go together. I am Jackie Smith. Oh my, you guys are still on this.
Yes, they are. CRH is Sophie's Bosley.
Cheryl Ladd was rather nice too. How about Charlie's Devils? How about that? No, I don't know. Tanya Roberts. Who's Tanya Roberts? Was she one of them? Of all the old shows I have watched or do watch, I don't think I've ever seen an original episode of Charlie's Angels, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so. Amy, next stream, let's see you in a tube top and tight flared trousers, please. Amy, you asked for it. Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
Mike says he had a Farrah poster. Oh my goodness. Mike probably had a Farrah poster and a Catherine Bach poster, I bet.
In today's world, my boobs would be on the ground. Oh my.
Faye Ray. Just Farrah. I mean, holy cow, everybody had that poster. But anyway, I thought this week I was going to tackle this desk, and I don't think that is going to happen. I was going to redo it like I said during the last stream. I think it may wait until Labor Day weekend? That's the holiday coming up, right?
Excuse me?
Yeah,
I
Labor
don't
Day
know. I just
weekend.
know the kids go back to school in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I tell you what, the kids on like the West Coast and whatnot, they're back to school already. My poster was Sean Cassidy. Was that the Cassidy kid who, the Partridge Family?
Mm-hmm.
Is he dead now?
Could be. Hey, Ray likes to monkey around.
I keep saying Fay Ray. The only Fay Ray that's coming to mind.
Kong.
Yeah, that's right. Was King Kong.
Yeah.
Him and Andy Gibb.
I didn't get into Andy Gibb.
Oh, since Yorkshire left, we can talk about the Gibbs. Were they British or were they Australians? Anyway,
David Cassidy is dead.
Gibb, Andy Gibb was probably like the normal Gibb brother versus the other ones. They all had this teeth thing. The teeth came out. I have no idea. His brother David is dead. I think Sean Cassidy was one of the Hardy Boys mysteries. He's still alive, Sean, that is. Okay. And, yeah, my goodness, the Bee Gees.
Okay, what says I didn't have posters?
No posters, KY? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. Now we got KY singing. And, oh, my goodness. The Bee Gees. Oh, I tell you what. The Monkees. Carrie, did you grow up in an Amish community? That would explain a lot. The Right Channel, Joshua Wright. Hey, everyone. How are you, Josh?
Hi, Josh.
You know what's horrible, Mike? For years and years and years, I was against Neil Diamond. And I don't know what happened. You know what? When I was younger, I used to hate mayonnaise. And now I eat mayonnaise. But when I was younger, I used to hate Neil Diamond. And now I catch myself singing every now and again, Sweet Carolina. I can't help it. It's an impulse. And, yeah.
Hey, what says no, Rivendell just never bought any.
That's it. We have to start a collection for KWAT for a poster. You know what would be funny if we got something, if we chose what poster to get KWAT, and knowing you see him in concert. No, I have it, and I'm scared to. But what poster? Hey, Cindy, how are you? I wonder what poster we could like get KWAT. Oh wait, that's not true. I had a door-sized poster of George Strait. Now she fits to us. I went to college with a dude named Neil Diamond. His parents must have really liked Neil Diamond or hated their kid. That's a toss-up. I saw the Beach Boys back in the day. But anyway, getting back to what I see Neil Diamond in concert. He's still performing. And the problem is I cannot because I kill singers. That's right, I kill singers. I killed Sinatra. I killed Ray Charles. And this is true. This is what happened. They'd sign up to go on tour, right? I had Sinatra. I had tickets to see Sinatra in Atlantic City. Now, I figured in my head, this is my golden opportunity. I want to see this guy before eventual things happen, right? I get tickets. And then, like 6 months down the road, he dies. And the same exact thing happened to Ray Charles. I was more excited to see Ray Charles in concert than I was Sinatra. Sure enough, tickets, Ray Charles. and dies. That's the only reason Tony Bennett is still alive, because I never bought a ticket, and I tell you. But Billy Joel is a concert to see, and that's the same thing. You know, I would love to see Billy Joel in concert, but if I bought a ticket, he's going to croak, and I can't have that guilt on my conscience. You know, same thing with Paul McCartney. Would like to see Paul McCartney before things happen, even though he doesn't have the voice no more. But still, it's the thing. You know, I would like to see but. If Reiser buys a ticket to see us, we are in trouble. You know what? I've actually had people tell me, singers who they hate, to buy tickets so they would croak. Like, for you, yeah, that's right. Jordan, you hit the nail on the head. I had people ask me to buy Justin Bieber tickets so that, yeah, he would just kick the bucket. That and the other singer, Nicki Minaj or something like that.
Jordan says you should go get Justin Bieber tickets.
Yeah, I used to have people tell me that. They'd say, go buy a Justin Bieber so you will never have to hear him again. If you harm the piano man, we gonna fight. I tell you what, Dirt, I would not. I tell you what, Billy Joel, oh my, there's some songs of his that resonate throughout my life. I mean, yeah, the Piano Man, that's one, that's a pop. New York State of Mind, love that song. Also, too, Allentown, love that song too. That has a great. That probably is more meaningful in it than anything other songs, but two of my favorite Billy Joel songs. Can I email you a list of boy bands that my sister once had a crush on? I mean, as far as you want me to buy tickets and kill them, sure, why not? And that could be like a new charity thing. You know, bands you hate. Yeah, Reiser will buy a ticket to bands you hate. No. I was going to see, I had to try and get this straight to my mind. I was going to see Led Zeppelin in '85, got mad at my friend, gave my ticket to my sister's husband, and she slept with him. Led Zeppelin? She slept with?
Or did her sister sleep with her husband? Her sister's husband.
All right, I won't inquire. I saw Page and Plant in '98. Let's see. One of the most obscure bands I've ever seen in my life was back in 1994. And I was in New York City in the Village, and I saw a jazz band. Yes, that's right, a jazz band. And if you're ready, this is not made up. This is actually a true story, so help me the law of gravity. The band was called Yossi Pimenta and the All Hasidic New Wave Jazz Band. Yeah, gang, that's right. You had five Hasidic Jews, you know, the beards and the hats, playing New Age jazz. Just the sight of that alone was interesting, let alone the music that they were playing. And you can still see Yossi Pimenta on YouTube. I actually will check it out every now and again to keep tabs, see if he's still playing. Really? I saw them too. You saw Yossi Pimenta and the All Hasidic New Age Jazz Band? No way. I saw MC Hammer. Hammer time.
So did two of my kids, Mike.
I tell you what, I did see Sugarland in concert. I was actually highly impressed with that. I thought they put on a good show for her. And it's really not my genre of music, we'll say. But yeah, I was quite impressed. I am from Miami. Yeah, okay. So yeah, you might have seen Yossi Pimenta. Holy cow! Did they still dress with the beards and the hats and etc.? I tell you what, Yossi Pimento, that was at the knitting factory in the Village of New York City. And back then, right, I tell you what, it was the most ridiculous. You had to spend like $25 to avoid the cover charge. And you can only eat so much ice cream. 10,000 maniacs. Oh my Rev, holy cow. I don't go to many concerts. Most of the artists I like are either dead or really close to 100 years old. I hear you, Joshua Wright. I'm in that same boat. My last concert was Michael Bublé. Hoosier, I met Dave Matt. Wow, really?
Amy, I've seen Tim McGraw in concert 3 times now, and I love it every time I go.
But yeah, we're losing so many of the older. I am 17. That shouldn't be true. I tell you what, Joshua. I tell you what, the quality of music back then was just something that we just don't have now. Ella Fitzgerald, I think she's got a rank in one of my favorite vocalists. Just went with my daughter to watch Lindsay Sterling. That woman has a ton of energy, Rust Belt Route Rescue says. I have to be honest, I don't know who she is, but I'll probably actually will try and check it out. Tales from the Jersey Trails. How are you? Wow. No, welcome. This is the Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's live stream afterglow. This is where we banter, chit chat, and talk a little bit about everything. And right now it's music. There's music is treasure. I tell you what, Josh, most of the music that I favor, I used to have a substantial 78 collection. It sounds funny now. I often thought about rebuilding my record collection, my 78s, but the problem is most digital is much easier to carry around. Hey, all right, oh my goodness, you finally got a name. All right, it's MC, Tales from the Jersey Trails. Oh, well, that's a good name. It's better than the old one.
I like the old one.
Did you hear Sandy? She liked the old one. And
but please tell me, why was I already subscribed to him?
I don't know. Maybe has he popped on before with it, or is it brand new?
I don't know. But for some reason, I was already subscribed. He's got 4 subscribers, and I'm one of them.
Damn straight, Sandy. Garth Brooks. Woo! Wait, Mike Poison is my favorite. Oh my goodness, you and my brother would get along. I have a Johnny Cash record and a Southern Gospel one that are mine. There are way more at my granny's house. All right. You know what, Josh?
I like Poison too.
You know what, Josh? Sometimes a record, and I keep going back and forth with myself about this as far as rebuilding the record collection. There's a certain sound quality to a record that digital audio just doesn't have. And every now and again, I keep going back and forth with myself as far as rebuilding that. But the problem is, if you want to, you last one song and then you have to do something. You have to get up and go, with 78s anyway, go up and change the record, etc. But okay, Mom's tucked in. Let's party. Woohoo! Oh no. I have a big collection of records for sale. You know what, SJ? I think I was awake, believe it or not, for that one episode you did when you first got some of those records. One, I believe, was ghost stories. Okay, y'all. Great fun as always. I have to go to bed. Big fun day of work tomorrow. All right, Hoosier, do have a good night. Statler Brothers, Earl Scruggs, Ricky. What was the one band, that country band that sang Elvira? Oak Ridge Boys. I think we saw those when I was oh so younger. Sandy, tell us a ghost story. All right, Josh, have a good night.
I'm not doing ghost stories.
Oh, she says she's not doing. Bon Jovi was so cute.
Yeah, okay, well, he is kind of cute. And he actually is from New Jersey.
Charlie Price. Was Charlie Price, if you happen to see the most beautiful girl in the world, was that Charlie Price? I saw Amy Grant when she was a gospel singer. Oh my goodness, I remember that. Papa, meow, meow. Don't get jealous. Wait, who's supposed to be my brother?
Tim McGraw.
Tim McGraw. Tim McGraw is supposed to be my brother, by the way. I see
yeah,
no.
I did Rick Springfield too, SJ.
Charlie Pride. Okay, not Charlie Price. Thanks, Blockhead. And speaking of New Jersey, I saw Bruce Springsteen. All right, I'm from New Jersey, right? I'm supposed to like Bruce Springsteen?
No.
I never understood the phenomenon behind Bruce Springsteen. I'm sorry. It's just probably me. It's probably because I'm an old jazz head and, yeah. Got to hit the shower in bed. Mike, remember to use soap! And have a great night, and we'll catch you around in 2, Mike. Well, hey, we'll see you tomorrow night. Billy Idol was my first crush.
Seen Alabama in concert too, Dirt Monkey, and they were awesome.
Neither do I. Can't stand Bruce. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't quite. SJ, don't drop the soap. Oh my goodness. Oh, Jinx. There's part-time detective, right? With the same thing. Don't drop the soap. Has anyone seen the Moonshine Bandits? Prince was my first crush. Oh, Cindy, you are a Prince gal. Oh my goodness. Speaking of Prince, Cindy, did you read the extensive silver collection and hoard that Prince had? I never knew that Prince was a coin guy. Or silver hoarder. I don't know. I think it was more coins than it was bullion. But if you ever check out any of the articles about his estate and about them mopping up the estate after he died, there was quite a substantial amount of silver and rounds and coins and etc. In the corner of my mind, there's a jukebox and it's playing all my favorite memories. Oh. Yeah, Cindy, try and do an internet search on it. If not, I will have to do some digging and try and find it again. Because who would ever think that, now he was quite, what's the word I'm looking for? Prince was quite, eccentric. And, but yeah, I never knew that he had that kind of an interest in bullion. SJ is volunteering to shave your back, Mike. SJ, that could be a 2-day job. No, I'm kidding. I got a 63 Rosie in my change at Metro. Oh, you got silver? Wow, congrats. You got silver in a different country. Prince was talented.
SJ said I'll bring friends to help.
Like a crew. Alright, we're not going to read that one. We'll let that one go. Oh, speaking of Amanda and SJ, we were in Five Below, the chain store. I don't know if you guys have them out in the West Coast, but need some heavy equipment. Oh my goodness! But anyway, we were looking for. I was looking for anyway. They had these little emoji pillows. I was trying to find the one that you guys use all the time. The kind of like, I don't know what we'll call it, like the surprise face, you know. But no. Cindy says, just bring a weed whacker. Holy cow. Yeah, that one. That's the emoji.
That's the emoji that you want, babe.
Yeah, well, that's the one that SJ and Amanda always use.
Okay.
Deer in the headlight look.
Yeah.
I tell you what, we'll keep looking. Somebody has got to make it. They have all the other emojis, you know. Holy cow! Or me and Ricky. Oh my goodness! Can you imagine? I think the next challenge for Rick would be to shave the rest of it off. You know. Oh, I have to go back and check. Mike, I got yours video. I forget who else's video I got on watch later. I don't think I have yours on it yet. I saw Liz posted just before we went live. Okay, so I know I got hers to watch. I tell you. I can't believe I am missing that half cent. I was going to show you guys a half cent earlier, and I have no idea what happened to it. I know I was cleaning up a little bit the other day when I was thinking about redoing this desk, the mobile unit, and so I may have already put it in a holder and I put it in the binder.
And JD says Zazzle has that pillow.
What's Zazzle? So many to watch in the morning. Have to get up at 4 a.m. Mike, you know what's weird? When I get up in the morning, folks from the West Coast are still on. And like Lemon will still be broadcasting when I get up in the morning. And of course, this morning I think Ken was on. I don't know if he was still up or he got up early to get on. You know, Coffee with Ken, and K could be KK. Coffee with Ken. But first day of school for Drew tomorrow. Ah, she must be excited. Oh my goodness.
And JD says, no idea, just saw it on Google.
Okay. What was the giveaway tonight? Here, we'll pop over there. Tonight's giveaway was an 1894 2 pens a Hungarian coin, and also to a pretty beat up buffalo. But the other item was the I have another one, a Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium first aid kit. Did I win? And I won a cart. You won a cart? Lemonhead Penny's auction should be tonight. It might be coming on soon.
Good night again, Mike.
Riv, oh my goodness, were you there Saturday? When I don't remember. I'm sorry if you were there, because he highly distracted me. He had those reals on, and then something happened. I think later on he was saying that he lost all service as far as internet, and he was going to auction off reals. Oh, and reals. Oh, and reals. And then I mentioned reals, and lost his internet, and he disappeared. Well, Sunday he popped on while we were out in the middle of the woods, and I couldn't get. I got the notification, but I couldn't get on there. And so when I got home, I rewatched what he did. Oh, and he sold those free. Oh my goodness! You know what? In my first impulse, when I saw what he had going on Saturday, I should have jumped in on an email to him. It's like, Lemonhead, if you sell this, why this? I don't know if I can give him like an email bid. Hey, I'm good up to this price, and then let it go. But he's late. That means the auction will go into the morning. Tomorrow morning at that. I mean, not just tomorrow morning. I mean, the next day's one now. Oh, wow. 1862 8 reals from offline. I'm doing a mail call later this week. Cannot wait to see it. He sleeps all day and is awake all night. There's a couple of people like that. I think, SJ, you're talking about Ken. I'm thinking.
Okay.
Oh. I think he'll have a few up tonight. Then I'll probably try and stay awake for a little bit of it then. I wonder if you'll let me kick in there like, hey, Lemonhead, for those of us from the East Coast, please put that up first. I don't know.
Welcome back, Yorkshire.
Hey, Yorkshire, you are back. You probably made your rounds. Yes, Ken and Lemon and Dacone. I've never seen. I'm subscribed to him. I don't think I've ever seen a Dacone video or his channel yet. I gotta make it a point to scream at him. Oh my goodness! I missed something. Boop, 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 boop. Did you ever kick yourself in? Canadian. Actually, I'm going to stop there this weekend. I know it's been almost a month now, but if he's still got it, we're buying it. And hey, I tell you what, if he's still got it, no promises, but I did receive a tip, and with that tip money, we are going to purchase some giveaways from the coin shop. And I tell you what, if he still has that Trime there, we'll probably do a Trime giveaway at some point. Another one, because I think we did one for 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Do you have an early real, Charlie? Yes, well, how early? I know Lemonhead had the 1732 real. That's the one I was eyeing up big time. No, I kept the one when I was doing the giveaway. Which one did I keep? I kept the one with the not the counter stamps, the oh my goodness, the punches. So what one was that? Was that the 1808? I think I got the 1808.
Alright guys, if you're not subscribed to K-What, go subscribe to her. She's only 10 subs away from 200.
Too late, already got the drawing. Sweet, another one would be nice. I tell you what. Like I said, if it's there, we're going to get chop marks. Yes, thank you, Rude. And the scratched terrain, I don't know. It didn't look scratched. It looked too clean, is what it looked. And sometimes that bothers me a little bit. But it's nickel. It just may not have had exposure. You know, of course, I'm a digger. I'm used to seeing dirty coins like, yeah. So let me make 10 more channels. I tell you what, Rip. You know what? I was surprised to have heard, and I have not read yet. Of course, you know, I am going to read about them even chopping the trade dollars from the 1870s or 1880s, something like that. If that's the case, I do believe I may have to invest in one of those. I'm probably the freak. I'm probably the coin freak because I like the stuff that's not normal. And yeah, I'm still on a prowl for a Balboa half. By the way, Rib, have you added anything further to the website for sale or whatnot? Yes, we need to see a KWatt video. That would be fun. Not in the past few weeks. I'm going to have to cruise over there because I don't think I've seen it in the past couple weeks. So. I've been doing more trades and sales, which is great. Trading is fun. It depends. Sometimes trading, if you're trading amongst friends and you're building camaraderie with people, I am all for it. I think trading is great fun. Hey, Snakefoot, how are you? Hey, Mr. Mao, how are you? And welcome to the Reiser Treasure Hunting Emporium Afterglow. And this is the segment after the live stream where we just kind of chit chat, banter, and make fun of Yorkshire. No, I'm kidding. Somebody's got chips and they're not sharing? How dare they? I miss it. Who has chips? And why aren't you sharing? Anyway. Ranch Doritos. SJ, I don't know if you were around one day. We've got I don't know if it's an Afterglow or somewheres, or a Mike's channel. You know, bacon. Bacon, I think, would go well with Doritos. I mean, bacon goes well with a lot of stuff. Now, I'm not the chocolate-covered bacon guy. But I tell you what, I think bacon would go well with Doritos. I do, and yes, I'm not sharing.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah, and you know, holy cow. See if we'll send him another try. No, I'm kidding.
Now, honey,
yes.
every time you go bacon like that, you make me think of the David Earl Experience and David Bacon Earl.
Yes, I was there. We need to write letters to Lay's. Darn right. I think, yeah, you never know. They may pay us for that idea.
Oh, I don't know about bacon dirt.
Bacon dirt. Bacon cat turds. No.
Ew.
Michael, you're in time. Oh my goodness. Tell you what. You know, if you ever do visit hers in Nottingham, Pennsylvania. It's almost right on the Pennsylvania-Maryland border. Hey, you can go through. This is free, by the way. You can go through the Hearst factory for free, and neat thing to see. And you go through and you get to see how potato chips are made and how they're flavored and everything else like that. And they'll even give you potato chips right out of the oven, burn your mouth. And so you go through all that, right? And then at the end of the tour, they, of course, should have saw it coming, they dump you out right in the gift shop. And in the gift shop, they have flavors of potato chips that they do not have in the stores. And, of course, you're suckered into buying them. One was a hot dog flavored potato chips. And I forget the other one that we bought.
There was like macaroni and cheese or something.
Yeah, that's right. They had a macaroni and cheese flavored potato chip. I had a condition when I was younger. I had to eat dirt 3 times a day. I'm glad my older brother told me about it, really.
Okay. Says, where is this place?
Nottingham, Pennsylvania, right on the eastern Pennsylvania border with Maryland. Hot dog chips aren't bad. They were okay. That sounds... Rev! No, okay. That sounds like my kind of factory tour. Let me tell you what is a factory tour. Are you ready for this? I was reading about this the other day. And, compulsive reader I am. I read everything. And Turkey Hill Ice Cream, which is a dairy somewhere near Hershey. And they have a factory tour. Now, you pay one price. I think it's $12, right? You pay one price, and they have an ice cream buffet, and you can sample as much ice cream as you want for just $12, right? And they let you make if you want to make ice cream and make your different kind of flavors, that's included in the $12. Turkey Hill, I think it's called the Turkey Hill Experience. Oh my goodness, I tell you what. It's got to be on a list of Reiser to-do things, but that's dangerous because I would starve myself for 2 days before going just so I could, I think everybody should send me chips and caramel. Sign me up, I tell you what, Rev. I think an ice cream buffet should be a thing anyway. Pay $12 and you can just do what. Of course, don't we have that? Who does that? What? The custard people. That's like an ice cream buffet. Oh no, they weigh it though. Yogo, that's right. No, they weigh it. They should just give you a flat price.
SJ says, I think everybody should send me chips and caramel and stretchy pants. I totally agree, SJ.
Some of the Chinese restaurant buffets out here, they have hand-dipped ice cream, and that's also a bad thing. Someone bring me a chicken fried steak, please. Oh my goodness, KY. You know who has good those? I don't know if you... Wouldn't it be something to be from Texas, and they don't have the restaurant chain Texas Roadhouse? You guys have Texas Roadhouses down there? Anyway, that's where we usually get that from. And they are enormous.
Yeah, they're like the size of your head.
Enormous.
Enormous.
Enormous. Oh my goodness. See, KY, you got to get to a Texas Roadhouse.
She said yeah.
I'm back. Had to eat. Yeah, every now and again. Lincoln, why? Yeah.
Welcome back, Lincoln.
Lincoln is the old West Marshal or the sheriff. And,
Cindy is from Texas too.
Oh, I didn't know that, Cindy.
Oh, Dark 30's here.
Hey, George, how are you? Snakefoot, what a burger. I haven't been to one. I keep hearing about them. It's about a 40-minute drive to a Texas roadhouse. That's well worth the drive. I was in Alabama, tried to eat healthy. That doesn't work, by the way. And ordered squash instead of French fries, and they were breaded and deep fried. Oh my goodness, that sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, eating healthy and out it's just so hard to do. About 2 minutes to a Whataburger. Let's see, we have Five Guys up here. And
Smash burgers.
Oh, Smash Burger, that's probably my favorite. What state has the highest obesity rate? I think it is down south. Oh my goodness. Oh, RTHE, I found 2 more coins with funny hats. Check email when you can. Yeah, absolutely, Tim. That's just around the corner in the U.S. I have a Longhorn and...
I think it's supposed to say Outback.
I like Outbake better. I can outbake you.
Well, we have Longhorn and Outbacks here too, Amy. And our Longhorn is actually across the street from our Texas Roadhouse. And then our Outback it's in Bedford.
Yeah, it's probably about half an hour, 40 minutes away. And I don't know. I think Smash Burger is probably my favorite burger joint right now. But we don't have some of the other ones like oh, SJ. Here in the East we have Hardee's, but where you're at, they're called something else. Carl's, that is right. Yeah, Carl's Jr. I miss Fuddruckers in I miss them in New Jersey, Dirt. Oh, I'm tell you what. Fast food joint that had beer. We had a Roadhouse, but it's gone. Does yours have peanut on the floor? Not anymore. Somebody sued. You're not allowed to throw them on the floor no more.
They give you buckets to put them in now, Amy.
That used to be fun. Mississippi has the most obesity, I believe. Mississippi, or wherever Paula Deen, is that who that was? That had a TV cooking show?
The one that like put 10 pounds of butter in everything? Yes, that's Paula Deen. Needless to say, I will never make one of her recipes.
We have a local place with the best fried chicken fried steak. I tell you, some of the local places are the best. Yes, spicy chicken sandwich.
Okay. Yorkshire says, we have a place called Dope Burger. Does a burger the size of a steering wheel for 20 pounds. If you eat it all, you get it for free.
All right, Yorkshire, that's a challenge accepted right there. We have something similar called Belly Busters, but they won't give you it for free. You just got to pay for the thing.
Dirt Monkey says, Logan's Roadhouse, you can throw peanut shells on the floor. Oh, hi, Gone Diggin'.
Hey, Gone Diggin', how are you? Welcome to the Afterglow. This is where we chit-chat, banter, and talk about Lord knows what. This is kind of the segment after the live stream.
Ew. Snakefoot says, if there are roaches on the floor, you know it's good food.
We have a Roadhouse, and they insist that the peanut shells go on the floor. All right, Dirt. I tell you what. Now, years ago, when I used to have one in Delaware, and that was the first time I saw where you just chuck them on the floor. But the one that we have local to us, yeah, you're not allowed. But yeah, I think really Texas Roadhouse is probably our go-to spot. The other place, what's the other place called again? Place across the street.
Longhorn.
Longhorn. Yeah, we don't really go to that. I tell you what, Longhorn back in the day used to have the best desserts. But they changed their menu up and then took them all out. They used to have a sampler menu on the Longhorn. Oh my goodness. LOLK, what? I had a plain oatmeal MRE that tasted like mushy cardboard.
Yummy.
Jordan, I saw advertised on one of the websites when I was researching Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's toilet paper. I saw where they're coming out with a new pepperoni pizza MRE. You know, in your mind, that sounds some kind of wonderful, but in the reality of things, a pepperoni pizza MRE is probably not your friend. Longhorn is too expensive. Also have a pub that lets you do a gill run. If you can drink all 20 gills of various shots without being sick or passing out without stopping, you get them free also. Yeah, but you'll never remember it.
Pizza with bacon is awesome, CRH.
And by the way, here you go, York, you ready? By the way, not until 2020, when we are in the UK, will I have another dark beer. Not a dark beer, but a dark beer. I'm going to wait until we're in the UK to have one of those. Right out of the tap. Bacon should be a staple. Darn tootin'. Oh, SJ, I tell you what, one of the best times I had, well, it was actually, I don't know if they can consider it to be Tex-Mex, but when I was in New Mexico, oh my goodness, if you're ever in Albuquerque and in the old part of town, old city or old town, I forget what they call it, Church Street Cafe. Here's an advertisement for it. Church Street Cafe in the old section of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Oh my goodness, you want to talk about some wonderful food. Oh my goodness. I tell you what, if you give me a plane ticket right now, I'll go to Albuquerque. Just so I have lunch there tomorrow. Lunch, dinner. In fact, they were open, I think, at 10 a.m. I actually went there for breakfast and got Tex-Mex, Mexican. Oh my goodness, was it wonderful. It's Taco Tuesday. King Billy does their own brew beer called King Billy. Wobbly Gob? I'm down for it, York. I tell you. Snakefoot says, and pretty women in Albuquerque. Neat casino there, too. The Sandia. That was a neat place. Right there by the Sandia Mountain, they got a tram car that goes up to the top of the mountain. And pawn shops. Oh my goodness, they were wonderful too. I'm grilling a pork tenderloin. Wish I had baked. I'm telling you, we need to open a chain of restaurants that's the specialty is bacon. And we can promote it through YouTube. Oh my goodness! I tell you, here's an idea. That's BLTs. That's right. That'll be like the staple item. You can get a BLT 1,001 different ways. I actually had an idea about that years ago about hot dogs. You know, gourmet hot dogs and have different kinds of hot dogs that you can have. You know. All right, Tim, and have a good night.
Good night, Tom.
Have you heard of a yard of ale? No.
I have.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't.
Well, I also used to do the outdoor concerts and stuff like that. The big, long things that they used to put the alcohol in. Yard ale.
Oh. Blockhead says he had a steak chimichanga tonight. Holy cow. That's right, Jordan. I tell you what. I think it'd be a hit. Oh, wait. You know, we can tattletale. Hopefully she's not lurking. I'll get myself in trouble again. She was lurking on Ken's show, and I got myself in trouble. But, yeah, Adriana, she eats about 2 pounds of bacon a day. So, if we open one in Texas near them, why, I tell you what, the restaurant would be a hit. Yes. No, I'm only kidding. The letter 3. No, that's horrible. Does anybody else hear humming? What's the tune? No, I'm kidding. It may be a fan in the background here. I'll be the bacon tester. I hear dogs and a complaining kid. It's probably whining that she's got to go back to school tomorrow. I don't want to go to school. I don't have to get up early. Oh my goodness. Amy, how are you going to busy yourself? Amy, after, no Drew throughout the day. Oh my goodness.
I'm sure Amy will be able to find stuff to do to keep herself busy while Drew's in school.
My wife would stroke out if there was a bacon-only restaurant. I tell you. It's like, all right, you can come to this restaurant. You can order a cheeseburger, but you can only order a cheeseburger if it's got bacon on it. I used to know people that used to put bacon in spaghetti sauce, too. Oh, was that you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I grew up on that. My stepdad liked bacon in his spaghetti.
See? Now I know where I had it from. We don't do that. You just can't. Yeah. I didn't hear humming until you mentioned it. Now I can't stop hearing it. And it's all going to slowly drive you all mad. Poor Drew. I tell you. I don't miss those school days. Anybody here who's an adult? Well, we're all adults. Anybody actually miss school? I would have to. I miss college a little. I would love to be that age again. And as far as college, I would much rather go back to college with this brain at this age than be there at that early, late teens, early 20s ages. Yeah. SJ, I miss school. Long 3-foot glass. Once you start drinking, you can't stop or it goes all over you. That is not for me. That sounds like a puke waiting to happen.
Yeah. There, he described it better than I could.
Oh my goodness, George. When we slaughtered our last pig, we had 10 pounds of bacon. She ate it all in about 2. Holy cow. Of course, I have to admit.
Oh my.
I think we would too. Wrote my own sick notes. Okay, what? I don't miss school. I miss being young. I hear that.
Yeah.
Alright, I may not be able to read that. I started to read it, and I probably shouldn't read the rest of it, but here we go.
Honey, it's okay, because the Amish market has them.
We have a donut shop that has a breakfast sandwich. It's 2 glazed donuts with a fried egg and a lot of bacon with a maple-flavored icing on top. Oh, my God. Let me have one now. Bacon and... see, that's 2 of my favorites. I love donuts and I love bacon. Youth is wasted on the young. That it is. That's actually a song lyric, Riv, is it not? That is the second time around, I believe.
And see, Dirt 30, I can actually do that too, eat all that bacon and stuff, and yeah, at one point I didn't gain any weight, but I'm paying for it now.
I dropped out of school in 8th grade and got a job I regret not finishing. Lincoln, there's an old Mark Twain quote that goes, "You should never let your schooling interfere with your education." And I tell you what, my first couple years in college, I learned more out of college than I did in. You have professors and teachers that will teach you facts and figures, but they won't teach you the application of those facts and figures. That's something you've got to do on your own. And it's sad too, because some kids will go all through college and all through school, and they'll get socked with all these facts and figures, and they're not prepared for what to do with them. It's like, it's wonderful to know, that the war of of 1812 happened in 1812 or whatever, but yet at the same time, when they get out in the street, they don't know what to do with it. I never remember any teacher going over how to fill out a tax form or how to properly do a job resume. Yeah, so it's sad, There things that kids need to know, just don't. They're all concerned about testing them and tests and tests and tests instead of educating. I had to work. I regret not going back to school. Hey, Digging for Life, how are you? Oh my goodness, you popped it. You snuck in here. How are you? And welcome to the Afterglow. This is the segment after the live stream where we just kind of hang out and chit-chat and have a good time and talk about pretty much anything that comes to mind, whether it's metal detecting related or not. We were talking about music earlier. We were talking about metal detectors. And now we're talking about getting old. No, I'm kidding.
And bacon.
And bacon. Bacon's always a hot topic. We could live stream tomorrow, and we could actually live stream tomorrow and start talking about bacon, and we'd probably all still, be enthralled. But snuck in. Oh, you snuck in. And I'm hungry again. What happens? We wind up talking about food. I might be going to school soon. I'm not looking forward to it, but I am looking forward to making 2 and 3 times the money. I tell you what, North Jersey, like I said, at this age, I could probably do better in school now than I could then. Rivendell Coins, the Reiser Bacon Cam. I tell you what, we are going to have a bacon live stream one of these times. Tuesday live stream, and it's going to be a bacon show.
Why did you look at me when you said that?
Because why?
Wait,
What?
that's because I cook. You don't.
Well, I'd have to be here with the folks while we got all this going on. I don't really know what kind of history stuff we can drum up about bacon. I'm sure we can find something. My dad had a 7th grade education, one of the smartest people I knew. He was one of 12. Mother did not speak English. Dad died young, and the boys had to provide. And the World War II happened. It happened to a lot of people. See, Riv got it. Actually, it sounds a lot like the experience my grandfather had. Actually, what happened to him was the Great Depression happened. And then, of course, World War II followed right along on the coattails. George says, I found a 1983 penny with a huge die crack across Lincoln's face. It's a Scarface Lincoln. It's a wound. subdue Rivendell points. Well, that's great that you guys are supporting one another. Oh my goodness. And hey, CRH, if you're still here, we're going to switch over for a second and see if I can pull up the right screen. How about that? I did. Believe it or not, Sandy got this in her change going to the store today. I think that's pretty nifty. And my birth year. Oh, right. I always have to kind of steal her change to look at it. But before I had that chance, why she actually says, "Here, I got this," and I was like, "All right, cool." Amy, that's Canada. I just found one of those last week. My first one of the rock dough. All right, great. People grew up young back in the day. Most learn more from doing things than from books. That's for sure. It's probably something that our youngsters today do not have that same experience. But boy, that could be an unpopular topic. Because our youngsters today are so video game oriented. Even with people of my generation, you see a lot of how to put it, manual technical skills, craftsmanship. You see a lot of that being absent from today's generation. The generation today doesn't have a work ethic.
They don't.
Amen, Dirt. Dirt Monkey, not to be confused with Dirt George or Dirt 30. It was a different time back then. Hey, WV Treasure Hunters, how are you? And have you seen the video of kids trying to use a rotary phone? Hilarious. No, but I will be looking for it.
Right.
That was something that kind of came across my head when I was thinking about the grandkids the other day. If we had an old phone, they would have no idea what that thing was. All right, Jordan, do have a good night.
Good night, Jordan.
Canada does not make pennies anymore. Actually, they are not even taken in by anyone anymore. No value here. What about collectors? Collectors still collect them. They dial and pick up the phone. I tell you what, the one remarkable thing that has changed with the phone versus cell phone is phone numbers. How many phone numbers do you know by heart now?
You can just scroll and find a name now.
Yeah, I mean, literally, I do not know Sandy's cell phone number. I actually have it written down in my wallet in case I ever had to dial it. Other than that, on my phone, it's wifey.
I know yours.
Well, I'm glad. Funny, I remember life before computers. Are you kidding? In school, we had typing class. Who would have thought that would have been completely obsolete? I mean, we still type, we still have the QWERTY keyboard, but it was typing class, meaning that you were going to be typing on a typewriter.
Yeah, not a keyboard on a computer.
Star Trek was in the future, and we carry those computers in our hands. That were Dick Tracy. You know, we got the wristwatch phones.
Wow, really, Dirt Monkey? It's like, you don't have that kind of stuff around here anymore.
Very few schools by me still have auto shop, masonry, carpentry, and home ec. Yeah, see, that's kind of really the point. What do we have here? We have a Votech school, but I don't know what they really...
They have carpentry and they have auto mechanics there, but it's... The auto mechanics is mostly computerized stuff.
People ask me for my number, and I'm like, let me look. Yeah, I got you, K1. Yeah. I type with one finger. I tell you what, back in, I don't know let's just say, when my youngster days, I did an extremely lot of typing. Not only did I do an extreme lot of typing, but I had an old Corona manual typewriter where you didn't press the keys. You had to strike the keys. You know, there was no casual laying your fingers over the keys. No, you were working at the keys to get that sucker to type. And it's probably why my fingers are curved now, because of that machine. Well, I tell you what. And now I catch myself still, every now and again, wanting to strike the keys too hard on the keyboard. Hey, there is Coin Dragon. How are you, sir?
And hi, Redman Process.
And welcome to the Afterglow, you know, the segment after the live stream. And yes, that's right. How is CoinCat 2? Canadian Relic Hunters, autocorrect, wasn't it? Yeah, really, that was a thing called, well...
A bottle of whiteout.
Yeah, I was going to say, before the correction ribbon, we actually had the little paintbrush, and, yeah. Well, even before that, you had the X key. You had the Shift X, 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 you know. Shift, no, wait, it was Shift back, X, Shift back, X, oh, you know, anyway. Autocorrect can be worse now. You were rich if you had to correct. That's right. Oh my goodness. That was, oh my, and then they came out with the word processors, you know, where you did a crap load of typing, but nothing happened, right? And you were typing and typing and typing away, and you have no idea what it is you've said or what, and you're hoping you didn't make a mistake, and then you push a button, then the whole crap prints out. I'm trying to remember what that was. I think that was a Smith and Corona, I think. And then we had a word processor that had a monitor. Oh, that was moving on.
All right, SJ went totally old school. The beeper.
The beeper. Oh my goodness. You know what? Still, what I'm trying to get over was I never had the beeper. You know, I knew people that did, and they were the most annoying with it. Oh, I gotta make a call. It's going off. But yet, there was nothing important. You know, it wasn't like they were a doctor or anything like that.
I had a beeper.
Then you had to find a payphone. Payphone? What's that? Every now and again, we'll see them actually still out. And yeah. We'll show the grandkids. Look, kids, there's a telephone.
There's the empty shell of where there used to be a phone.
Yeah.
Because there's no more telephones in there. It's just the empty shell.
Amy says drug dealers had them. Amy, how would you know? Oh my.
I wasn't a drug dealer, but I had a beeper.
You had a beeper?
I had a beeper.
Or how about when Nextel came out with the beep beep phone? You know, the walkie-talkie phone. That was the.
Why not just go buy a walkie-talkie?
What's a landline? Yeah, I tell you, we don't have no landline. Or do you remember the first mobile phones? Not cell phones yet, but the mobile phones, they came in like a purse. I mean, they came in a bag that big, and the phone in it was enormous, you know.
Anyway, I think my beeper only went off like maybe once or twice ever the entire time I had it.
I think remember he had those commercials, you know, dial up the center, 10-10-3-2-1 or whatever it was, or I forget some of the other ones where you could call collect.
Rick says the Motorola bag phone was my first cell phone.
Oh my goodness, I tell you, I remember those. Oh my, the bag phone. Ten, 220. Oh my goodness. See, kids just won't have that kind of same experience with this stuff. See, this is history as it is. You know, we're all sharing our memories of that. Your childhood phone number. Oh my goodness, that's something that stays with you. I still remember ours from growing up. You know what? I should call that one day. See who answers.
Yeah.
Just letting you know, I'm having more chips. Oh, he's bragging. Can you still call and check the time? That's a great question. We're going to have to find that out. And the weather. You used to be able to check for the time and the weather. We grew up in a really interesting time. So many changes, Coin Dragon. Oh my goodness.
Honey, do you remember my childhood phone number?
I probably could. Rivendell Coins, late night psychic hotline, psychic friends promoted by Or can you remember some of the on the cable networks? They had a channel where you could dial in a music video request. I think it was like $1, like 99 cents, and you would call in and you'd press 88 for your favorite song or whatever. And on a credit card, you'd be charged $1, and then a few minutes later on the channel, why your music video would pop up. Those were the days when radio waves did not mess up your brain. And we are progressing, they say. Oh my goodness. I want my NTV.
Movie phone.
When I lived in the mountains, you only had to tell your last four. Everybody had the same prefix. I have to go. I have an early morning fight I need to prepare for. True, go to school. Yes, good luck. Oh my goodness.
I had one of those clear phones too, K what?
What was MTV's first video? Wasn't like video killed the radio star or something like that? I tell you what, old MTV, that's something I miss. This new MTV is...
Also, it's on MTV nowadays is reality shows.
Well, it's non-reality shows.
Well, yeah.
The Radio Man. Video killed the radio star. All right, Amy, we'll see you tomorrow. And that's something that YouTube is good for. You get to walk down memory lane. Like, one of my favorite games in my life right now is Annoying Sandy with music videos that get stuck in her head. And
Hey Mickey.
Hey Mickey, yeah, that's one. I'll send it to her on Messenger, and oh yeah, that and the safety dance. Oh yeah, the safety dance is one of my favorite videos to send her because that's a guaranteed stuck in your head song. I forget some of the other. Oh, yeah, whip it good. That's one that always. Dirt Monkey. Oh yeah, safety dance. Oh my, that he's still alive, and that he's a Canadian. I never knew that.
Good night, MC.
It's a nice day for a white. Oh my goodness.
Now I'm going to be singing that one. Thanks, Rick.
Here's a funny story. So by now you guys know my taste in music, right? And while in college, my dorm room, soundproofing wasn't a thing. But my college roommate was a very, believe it or not, we had both older music tastes. He was a Beatles nut, and me, on the other hand, I liked everything that was ancient. So we would try to see who could blast out the other dorm rooms. Of course, the other dorm rooms they're playing, like heavy metal stuff, right? But I tell you what, my roommate, like I said, he was some sort of wiring genius, and why he could make his speakers just, blare. So whenever these nuts would try to blast the heavy metal stuff, we would give them a dose of Duke Ellington or Glenn Miller, and they would actually come and sheepishly knock on the door and, please, sir, can you please turn down that old music? And depending on the mood, was either yes or no. It was like, well, if you turn yours down, we will turn ours down. But if you're not going to, don't worry, keep it cranked. Who knew Glenn Miller could be a weapon? Well, of course, I guess he was. That's why he's lost over the English Channel. K1, are you a child of the 80s? You look like a kid in your avatar. 99 Leftovers. Oh boy, there's one that gets stuck in your head. And I think most of that's in German, isn't it? Okay, I'm now shocked.
Good night, CRH, and yeah, make sure you add the video to the next email.
Have a good night, CRH. We'll catch you around the tube. Did not know that. I have to admit, I thought that you were rather young as well. I did not know you were that old. Oh, I didn't like how that sounded. You know what I meant.
You're sorry. Not old, K. What? Don't listen to Charlie.
Cotton-Eyed Joe. Oh my goodness. Oingo Boingo. Oh my God. I haven't thought about that group in years. Be right back. How to fix my keyboard. We were just talking about keyboards and typing and everything. Oh, we jinxed it. Hey Yorkshire, is it 3:21 a.m. where you are? I'm sorry, KY. I'm here. I thought you were like 1920. Holy cow. So take that as a compliment. Now I must listen to it. Isn't that the way SJ will talk about music or whatnot? And yeah, I actually secretly wrote down a couple of things I must listen to again.
About to be 38.
Oh my God.
Say what? Yeah, don't complain.
All right, quick, read Dirt Monkey.
No.
Oh. Way to go, Dirt Monkey. What a great song you stuck in your head. Oh, my goodness.
All right, Yorkshire, I'm right in the middle.
Hi, Charlie. I tried to send you an email, but it did not go through on your Yahoo account. Really? There you go. Put it up again. See if it pops up. Ah, we both did it. Or if it makes your life easier, I don't know if it's in. Usually, I go back and change the description. There's also the Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium Yahoo email.
That's what he's talking about.
Oh, just send it to this one. This is much easier. It's just criser@rocketmail.com. Ah, maybe that's what it was. Maybe you were putting yahoo.com. But this one's criser@rocketmail.com. That's an easier one.
I don't read.
Anyone remember Bring On the Dancing Horses by Echo and the Bunnymen? No. I had that stuck in my head not too long ago. I'm going to have to check that out. Now, to make people really depressed, Blind Melon, if you guys can remember who that was. What was their popular song? Rain or something like that? I don't remember. But Blind Melon, they were popular, 22 years ago, 23 years ago, 24, probably 24 years ago. What was the song you liked but didn't want your friends to know about? They knew my music taste was all goofy.
I didn't really.
Oh, was that Rod Stewart? Do you think I'm sexy? Yeah.
Congrats, Quintelligence. You finally hit 900 subscribers.
Hey, congrats, Coin T. Also, another group that was popular 25 years ago, Four Non-Blondes. Or as my brother used to call them, Four Non-Dudes. They were from the San Francisco area, I think. I don't know if they're still around or not. What was their popular song? I can hear it inside my head, but I can't think of the name of that song.
I don't know, but I'm sure if you played it, it would get stuck in my head.
What's Up? Something Up. Is it What's Up or What's... No, What's Going On? That's what the song was. Harry K. Let's see. Okay, Charlie, I also sent you a message on Twitter. Just wanted to make sure if it was private. I'm not too familiar with Twitter. All right, Harry K. I'll check it out. If not, I'll snag you somewhere. Oh, great. Now we're going to be singing her. But anyway, gang, I tell you what, it's here in the East. It's going on 10:26, and I do believe we are going to be wrapping this up. And as always, folks, I tell you what, it is a pleasure, and has been a pleasure, talking back and forth with you. And wait, Coin Cat wedged a half-cent in the keyboard? Oh, he's just kidding. I was like, well, Coin Cat has good taste. But anyway, we're going to wrap this up because, this old guy has got to get up in the morning. But again, it was a pleasure talking with all of you. And I tell you what, we'll see you around on the tube, and we hope to see you back here for next Tuesday's edition of the Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's live stream. So, Riv, I guess Queen Cat stole it. But anyway, gang, thank you so much, and it was a great pleasure talking to everybody. And again, we'll see everybody around the tube, and hope to see you next week. All right, gang, that's it. Do have a good night. We'll see you now.